Hello, YouTube. How we doing today? So, we're about an hour and a half behind schedule now because fucking Discord was not cooperating and we had to literally rebuild our stream from the ground. But we're working now and we're fixing to stream some motherfucking Days Gone. How y'all feel about that? So, with me tonight for this feedback loop live stream, I have Miss Claire Weaver from the Days Gone podcast.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
You
What's going
hearing
on?
me? Am I coming through?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sweet. Okay, so let's see if we can get this pulled up on, let me get the video pulled up on my iPad here so that I can view the chat, so that we can interact with our audience. Joe Schmo! What's up, brother?
Yay!
Thank you for your patience, sir. Okay, and I'm going to put in a little, we are live now. We are live.
And you need to make me a mod so I can kick out those spam bots again.
Really?
As we say in England, what a palaver.
I don't even know what that means.
It just means, what a shit show, basically.
Okay, you should be a moderator now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. Excluding the technical issues. How are you doing, Rex?
I think it's going to be okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into the game. I was really hoping to get to Lost Lake tonight. Okay, do we have game audio? Can y'all hear the game? Anybody who's actually in the chat with us right now, can y'all hear the game? Please tell me that you can hear me and Claire and the game. If not,
it's like
I'm probably going to have to set some shit on fire if this isn't working.
Every week we've had some sort of issue.
I think this has been the worst so far, though.
I felt like we were doing so much better. Like last week, it was like a tiny little thing. We just didn't have your audio for like a few seconds.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, next week, we're all good. We've got our shit figured out. And then, okay, so it's quiet. Who is quiet? Is Rex quiet? Am I quiet? Is the game audio quiet?
It's quiet though. Well, the game should be a little bit quieter than our speaking voices. You and Claire are good. Game could go up a little bit. I can actually fix that. I'm afraid to adjust anything, but I can actually fix that a touch. Kat says, hiya, just got on. Can hear you. Been trying for ages. Yeah, sorry, sweetheart. We were having some really bad technical issues. For some reason, Discord just was not fucking cooperating.
I think Discord is jealous.
It
wants to play Days Gone.
Is that what it is? It may be.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, I do have game audio turned up as high as. No, it's in game. It's in game. I have the actual in game audio settings turned down.
Marco de Silva wants to know if this is story mode only. Yeah, we're playing through the game, kind of pretty much doing everything. So we're doing the main story and we're doing all the side missions and the whole shebang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what we're trying to do tonight. Now, of course, if you're not familiar with this feedback loop live stream that we're doing, Claire is an author and a screenwriter, and so she likes to dive into the story, the acting, the writing, the behind-the-scenes stuff, where I do the tactics and the gameplay and things like that. So what we're trying to do tonight is get to the Lost Lake camp because that is a really story-rich segment of the game, and there's a lot of stuff going on there that we can dive into. So I did turn up the game audio a touch, so that should be better. Y'all should be able to hear the game itself now. Let's go ahead and jump in here and start kicking some ass, man. I actually kind of want to go blow some shit up because it's been a little bit of a stressful evening. All right.
We've got an ambush camp. you could take out?
Let's stick to the story for now, so we can push forward and get into Lost Lake Camp. We do have a main story mission here, which is what have they done? Rescue Lisa from the Rippers. And let me check my loadout, because I know we had experimented with some different weapons last time. I do have my preferred loadout: auto shotgun, BFG, and SMP9. Let's get on this shit, man. Let's get in here and ruin their fucking day. Right.
Another bounty.
Let's drive around and get lost in the Cascades for 20 minutes while we're trying to get somewhere.
So which is this mission? Remind me where we are in the story. Which is this mission that we're heading towards? This is the one where she's being kidnapped?
Correct. We are at the point now where Deacon had taken Lisa to the Tucker's camp. Deacon had taken Lisa to Tucker's camp, and Tucker's camp got raided by Rippers, and during that raid, Lisa was abducted from Tucker's camp. And has been taken by the Rippers to a Ripper camp. And now Deacon got a radio call from Tucker about, hey, we got hit hard. They took that little gal you brought in, and you need to go save her.
Yep. So as we've discussed before, with Tucker being basically running a slave camp. Well, not basically. She is running
a slave camp, yeah.
We have the question of how, more like the idea that Lisa is valuable to Tuck as a worker, as, more than just a survivor, and we're all coming together to survive in the apocalypse and, like, team up and be a new community. It's not like that.
Right.
It's basically, I want you to work for me and you're not allowed to leave. And that's it.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, we'll make a save game here before we go in and start the actual mission. Okay, cue the mission. All right, I'm going to move some of this around on my desk just a touch. I need to get this chat where I can see it clearly so that we can interact with the audience members in the chat. I need to remember to switch it to live chat, not top chat. Yes, yeah, swap it over to live chat, yeah.
Sorry if I missed any messages. Hang on, let me go back and just reread them.
Where the hell is the girl? If you've heard her, I swear to God. Who am I kidding? I'm gonna fucking kill you all, whether you heard her or not.
I love that line from Deacon where he's like, I swear if y'all have hurt her, I'm gonna kill every one of you. And he's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna kill you all anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so I do like to show little pro tips and stuff, and here is one of my personal favorites. We know that when we come out of this mission, there will be Rippers messing with your bike. So we plant a mine there. There will also be Rippers. How the hell are they aware of me already? Seriously? It's been one of those days. Let me tell you what. All right, we're going to try this again. I like to set a mine over here near the bike because we know that there will be Rippers tampering with your bike. And I like to set one about here because we know there will be Rippers waiting for us when we try to leave. And now I don't have the mission to check her backpack. So this shit's probably already bugged.
We are not having a good night, are we?
We are having a good night. Discord and Days Gone are not having a good night.
Yeah. So how many playthroughs did it take you to realize where to set those mines? Or to even think to do that? Because I've done 3 playthroughs now, and I haven't considered doing that.
Yeah, 1. No, I'm being serious. I'm not being funny. That's the kind of shit I do. Once you identify where the enemies spawn at, I love setting traps for them before they spawn.
What would happen if you came into this camp before this mission and set a bunch of mines? Because you can do that.
Can you get into this camp before the mission?
I did on my first playthrough. I ran through the entire thing, and I was like, oh, I bet I'm going to have to do something fun in here later. And so I learned the layout, so I knew where I was going.
Badass.
It was confusing.
Yeah. No, I've actually never come in here, but I bet you could. I don't know when items despawn, but the game will actually keep up with mines and traps and stuff that you have set for like a really long time. It will keep up with that stuff. It is possible to go in and set mines and traps before a mission starts.
Question in the chat, don't the mines damage your bike?
No. And if it does, it won't be much. I mean, we can just repair it easily. I don't believe that it does, though. I guess we're about to find out, aren't we?
Free rule the world, huh?
I love me some BFG. There should be one more down here. I believe there are generally 3 of them in here, aren't there?
Pretty sure. I always take them out with stealth. I don't know why. I always think of the sniper rifle as being like an outdoor gun. So when you're in the caves, I'm like, I'm going to take them out with stealth.
Yeah, actually, a suppressed sniper rifle is my preferred method of making kills. Yeah, see, I think this may actually be a little bit bugged because there should be a 3rd enemy down there. Actually, I think no, it's this one up here. So I saw a flashlight moving around down there, but it's these guys moving around up here.
No one is joining you! Hey, look, now you're found, yeah? At last. Hang on, Lisa. No matter what they do to you, just hang on. Lisa, I'm coming for you.
Photo in the chat.
What's that?
Quasi's in the chat.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, you actually got here just in time. You thought you were going to be late, but you actually got here just in time. We just now got everything working properly just a few minutes ago.
It really bothers me that you never pick up those ammo tins. Like, it's right there. Why not pick it up?
It's a finite resource. I might need those later.
But you're not going to come back for them later. No, you're not.
I probably will grab a few of these. I should get some more BFG ammo. I think that's all of them in this area. So anybody who's never seen this trick, I like to use photo mode as a tactical camera, which allows me to survey the area around me. I like to use it not just to learn the terrain for horde battles and things like that, but I also like to use it to identify spawn points for enemies. Yep, looks like we're about done here. I don't see any more. Oh, there's one. Hey, buddy. That's right. Walk into it. I don't think we need to top off our health, do we? Nope. Health is still in good shape.
Up here. They dragged her up here. Lisa's gotta be up there.
I don't think... Do we not need any more ammo?
Okay, here we go.
Might as well top off the magazines. There we go. All right. Are you happy? I picked up some ammo this time.
Good job. Mr. Dutchy Dutch is in the chat.
Hey, what's going on? Oh man, why did it switch off of my sniper rifle? There we go. Ooh, there we go.
Get low, asshole.
So Dogbone says, in New Game Plus, I never really worry about ammo because I have 4 saddlebags and plenty of credits.
Exactly.
More than I can spend, so I grab the ammo cans while yelling, yoink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. I mean, I never run out of ammo.
Yeah.
Ever. And I
Well-
rarely even use the saddlebags. I think maybe, I don't know, a handful of times I've had to use the ammo from that. I generally just grab the cans, the tins that you find lying around. Mm-hmm. And that's enough.
Which
But
keeps
I
you from
don't-
running out of ammo, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't use the guns as much as you do. It's a different style that
Yeah.
I have. So Kat asked, the Rippers are just cult members based on ideology. I can't remember what's their belief. And she's asked Santa for the art book. Awesome. The art book is amazing. I hope
it,
you've
though?
been a good girl this year and you're on the good list, not the naughty list. But yeah, the Rippers are cult members. They worship the freaks. Their ideology is all about being like the freaks.
They feel that
And-
the freaks are like an evolved being that are basically like a higher level of being, basically.
Yeah, and in kind of a spiritual way, it's like shedding your memories in your life and like forgetting what you've lost, and giving up your name, and that's kind of why most of them talk about not having a name anymore. The only person who has a name is Carlos,
Yeah.
the leader.
So something I've always thought interesting about this particular mission, Lisa is down here. We could probably even identify her here. Lisa is down here, bound. She's been tortured. She's been cut up. She's really in a bad way right now. And like, if you take your time getting to this mission, she's just been laying there for like weeks or whatever while Deacon's been out fucking off. And then right now I'm running around picking up loot and everything. It's like, oh yeah, don't worry, kid. I'll get there, Hold your fucking horses, kid. I'll be there in a minute. I'm going to hang out and craft some shit. I just picked up some crafting materials, so I'm going to craft me a few bombs, Yeah, you'll be all right, kid. Calm down. Okay. All right, let's go save the kid.
Lisa. All right, Lisa. Oh, Jesus, what have we done to you? Lisa. Lisa? Hey. Sweetheart. No! Hey! Shut up! Shut up! Lisa, it's me. It's Deacon. Remember? Deacon?
The way he tells her to shut up as well. It's
Yeah.
just really harsh. Like
It's all right. Come on.
he's still so early in his redemption arc. Like he's trying to be better, and he
Yeah.
just really does not remember how to be sympathetic or how to treat someone gently.
Yeah, right. That's a good way of putting it, actually.
You ready? Huh? Go.
Like part of his brain knows, like the whole thing with the Thunder Egg. I want to do something nice for her. I want to try to make her feel better. Like here, he's trying to rescue her. He's trying to like calm her down, but he's like, just shut up. Everyone around there is dead. It's not like she's gonna draw attention to them.
No, Rippers.
Lisa, get down. Hide.
Oh man, how did I miss that one? Come here, asshole. There we go.
Lisa, run.
I do like when Deacon gives her the cues to move forward. That's when you've cleared the immediate rippers, the rippers from the immediate area. So it kind of lets you know, okay, it's time to push forward.
So Quasi says later, though, when the Rippers attack Lost Lake and he finds the other lady being cut up, he's incredibly good at deflecting her away from her injuries and getting through to her. Which, my immediate thought is that's probably something he maybe had to do in the military.
Yeah, right. Get people focused, get them out of their head in the moment and get them, dealing with the situation. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, which is probably what he's trying to do with Lisa. He just kind of sucks
I need you to focus on.
moment.
Yeah, I need you to focus and get your fucking head in the game for a minute. Yeah.
Getting that she's like 17 and been through 2 years of living out in the shit on her own.
Somebody just set off one of my bombs and it gave me a kill. I heard the bomb go off and Deacon says, "There you go." It got 2 of them actually.
Nice.
Yeah, see, it killed all the rippers that were around my bike.
Nice.
I love that shit. And here's this one. We can just pick this one up on our way out. And here's the 2 assholes. Oh, God, look at them. That's what you get for fucking with my bike, asshole.
Yeah. And Lisa's just like, she just runs past them and is just standing there like, I didn't see 2 guys with their legs completely blown off. That is gnarly. The bones sticking out and everything.
Yeah, isn't that badass?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the loot, but it won't give me the prompt to pick them up. Okay, now we can get on the bike and get the hell out of here. All right, so next we got to take her to meet Ricky. And then immediately after taking her to meet Ricky, we should get another mission for Boozer or something, I believe.
Mr. Dutchy Dutch, it's super late here in the UK, so great stream and stay safe, everyone. Good night.
All right,
Thank
brother.
you for
Hey,
stopping by.
Yeah, for real. Thanks for stopping in once we finally got stuff working.
Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Ricky, come back.
I really like
Ricky,
his
you still in this
conversation with Ricky
Lost Lake
in
camp,
this
come
part.
Deacon?
Like, once they actually meet up.
What do you want?
And she's just, like, disgusted. Ricky's just
Meet
disgusted
you. Hey,
right
on
now.
The Cascade Highway where it intersects with the old Belknap Road. I'm heading there now.
You know what Iron Mike said? The night you and Boozer rode out of here?
Lisa is, I
yeah.
believe, 15 when the
Listen,
world goes to
that's
shit.
why I
Yeah.
radioed
So that would
you
make her
and not
17.
Skizzo.
Yeah,
Iron
something
Mike
real
doesn't even
close
have
to
know
that,
about
yeah.
this. I got a kid here.
What?
Well, I mean, not a kid, a survivor. She's been out here a long time.
You've got a survivor, and you're bringing her to Lost Lake.
No, you are.
No, you're bringing her to Lost Lake. I'm bringing her to you. Ricky, you there?
Ricky, are you there?
Yeah, okay, I'm on my way. Lost Lake out.
Ricky? Yeah, okay. You're welcome. You're gonna like it there, kid. It's like I said, Iron Mike. He likes to yell a lot. Look, don't let him bother you. You got that?
Okay. I made really good time.
Anyway, there's this guy named
I'm going to stop for
Skizzo.
just a second so we can finish this.
Well, just tell Ricky. Or
I like how he's
tell
describing
Addie.
this
She's the
camp.
camp's
Like,
guide.
Exactly.
Iron Mike
Tell
doesn't
her.
sound like a very sympathetic
Addie's-
name.
she's good.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
Iron Mike. Like,
You know,
oh,
to
but
clean
he's
up
a good
those,
guy. And then the Skizzo, like,
clean up
he'll
those
probably
cuts.
bother you. But just
Yeah.
tell
You don't wanna
Ricky,
get
this girl that
infected.
you've never met. Like,
You're gonna
my
help
God.
you out, kid. You can
I
count on
wanted
it.
to pause
Even
here
if
for a
you,
minute so
even if
he
you
can get through this
screw
little
up.
dialogue here where he's telling her, like, actually,
right.
shit, maybe this place isn't all that great. Don't let them bother you. Okay, there we go.
and yeah, she does act. Kat says she acts so much younger than that. She definitely is in some way kind of
Hey, Deke.
stunted or
I'm surprised. What, you
you know,
took
just
up
has,
the
like,
slave trade?
emotional problems, which I mean, you probably would
Lisa, this
for
is,
living out in the
Ricky.
shit for
She's
2
gonna,
years.
Take you to a safe place.
Nothing has changed, Deke. Iron Mike is not going to pay you for this.
Pay me for come
On your
that's
own.
not,
No one's
excuse me,
talked to.
That's not what this is about. It's not about collecting a bounty or anything.
And I mean, the
Just
whole bit
take
when
her.
he finds her and she's kind of
What's wrong
like
with her, Deke?
delusional, thinking that her mom is
run
going to
into
come
some
back, and then
rippers,
he's
I
like, "Oh, maybe your mom's at the camp," and she's like, "Oh yeah, do you think she might be?"
Hey, Lisa.
It's like she
Hi, I'm
acts
Ricky.
like a, I don't know, like a
Listen, do you like to go
9-year-old or
fishing?
something like that, or a 6-year-old or something. It just
I love
seems
fishing.
very,
It's my
very like she's
favorite thing in
reverted
the
back
whole
into
wide world.
very
Yeah.
childish state. I mean, look at her face here, like she seems
Yeah,
sort
for
of
real.
quiet and sulky.
Yeah? Come Come on, I'm gonna tell you about Lost Lake. It
And even
has
the way
the
Ricky's
clearest water
responding to
you
her.
have ever seen.
Yeah.
Talking about fishing.
Fish. Oh my god, the fish.
Yeah, I
in
think
the
Ricky can
morning.
tell, you know, hey, oh shit, this
This
kid has
side.
been through some shit, you know.
When we go, we're gonna have such a good time. Make sure you hold on tight, okay? Ready?
I really appreciate.
I really
I do like the way
appreciate.
Ricky. I do like the way Ricky is like gets through to her and
Yeah,
you know is able to sort of
yeah,
speak to her like she needs to be spoken to. Like
Yeah.
give her, you know, just nice and easy and like, hey, we're just going to talk about fishing and you're going to really like it and like hold on tight and all of that. You know, she's just very gentle with her.
yeah. Okay, so we have the next story mission, which is No One Saw It Coming, and that is, of course, the one that takes us to Lost Lake. But we do have another go talk to Sarah's memorial stone. Do we want to go up there and do that before we push forward?
It's up to you.
Oh, hang on, I've got to move
And the
my
chat.
mouse. Yeah. All right, yeah, what do you think, folks? Let us know in the chat here. Do you want us to go ahead and push forward with the main story and push forward into Lost Lake Camp? Or do we want to discuss a little bit of backstory stuff before we do that?
Deke, you there?
I mean, I'm always in favor of doing the missions that you're closest to, but I don't know
yeah.
how long the white mission's going to stick around.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
I'll
once
say.
we leave for Lost Lake, that one will go away.
Yeah.
And also, because of our technical issues tonight, we're a little behind schedule, you know, so we won't be able
Just
to...
a little bit.
Yeah, we won't be able to
Headhunter is in the chat, by the
Hunter!
way. Sorry.
What's up, man?
Hello.
I'll tell you what, it won't take us that long to get to this mission to go talk to Sarah's memorial stone. I think it does provide a little more opportunity for us to dive into some of the backstory.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do that, and then we can get right back to O'Leary Mountain Safe House pretty quickly. It doesn't take that long to travel these distances. Okay, I'm not going back for that hostage rescue. We are limited on time, and I don't need the trust or the credits, so fuck them. They're on their own. It's the apocalypse, bitch. Get your shit together.
Yep.
Deke, you there? Hot Springs to Deacon's name, John.
How does Boozer, who's literally dying from blood poisoning, still have the mental faculties to make you stuff? Good question. I mean,
Yeah.
either it's
The,
like muscle
Rivers
memory
cut
and
her
he's
up
just,
bad.
you know, doing it in his sleep,
Yeah.
or the Molotovs that he's making for you are not ones you want to use.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, Deacon's like, oh, yeah, thanks, bro, and then throws them in the fucking garbage on the way
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Like, that's very thoughtful of you, bud. Toss.
Tucker out.
So Headhunter says, sorry I'm late. Things have been really real for me over here these past few days. Oh, I'm sorry to
Oh,
hear
yeah.
you've been
Yeah, man.
going through some shit. But you actually didn't miss anything. We only just started, what, 20 minutes ago? Something like that. We had
Yeah.
mad technical difficulties. We thought we were getting better.
Well, you know, the good news is now we know how to fix that if it happens again. I feel like it won't be a problem if it does happen again. Because,
Sniper on the road. Oh goddamn.
oh, shit, is there really a sniper? He just said something about a sniper, but I don't see one. Maybe we managed to get clear before it spawned.
It's unanimous in the chat. Hey guys, can't stay long. Glad I made it. Thank you for
Yeah.
stopping in.
Right. Oh, I thought you were literally saying it. That is unanimous.
No, that's-
No. Hi, it's unanimous.
You are riding your bike hard tonight.
I mean,
It's like you're in a hurry.
well, she kind of likes to be ridden rough. I don't really have much say-so in that. That's just how she likes it.
You missed a pretty key thing with Tucker there.
Did
says
I?
Headhunter. What did we miss? Also, Kat is saying you need gas.
Yeah, we'll get some here in a sec. We'll be able to reach our destination and fuel up there. Hello. Almost missed my turn. Riding a little too rough, I guess. All right. We'll grab some fuel right there on the way out.
Quasi says, riding his bike hard, just like Deacon rides... never mind.
Exactly. All right. How low are we on fuel? Pretty low. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Me again. I know it doesn't make any sense me coming up here since you were never here, but what the hell? Where else am I gonna go? Craziest thing. I found this kid. Okay, she wasn't a kid. She must be 15, 16, something like that. Reminded me a lot of your little sister. Anyway, she had survived all this time on her own in that little town north of Belknap. You know, you remember the one? Little church that we got married in because you wanted someplace rustic. So this kid, Lisa, I did what I'm paid to do. I brought her in, and I mean, how long was she going to last out there anyway? I took her to the hot springs, and I know you don't like Tucker. Well, you wouldn't have liked Tucker. I mean,
See, it's funny to me that he's talking.
She runs a tight camp.
He's talking to Sarah as though she's actually there, and he's been talking to her all along.
Came, killed some people, took others. They took Lisa. I got her back, but I don't know. She was messed up before.
It's like, I know you don't like Tucker, well, I know you wouldn't like Tucker.
It's not that I give a shit. I don't. She's got to take care of herself like everyone else, right? I guess I just kept thinking, if it was your little sister, what would you think of me? I should have left her where I found her. Okay, I gotta go. Boozer's still... Well, I don't think that he's getting any better. His arm's pretty messed up, and I don't think that there's much more that I can do.
He's finally admitting that Boozer isn't getting any better.
Yeah, right.
Bye.
Okay. All right. I should have left her. And that's where he kind of realizes that he should have left Lisa at Marion. She was doing fine on her own there in Marion Forks.
Yep. Yeah, Headhunter, we actually mentioned that at the beginning, that, that losing Lisa is not like losing a member of the community, it's losing a worker.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an asset to Tuck.
Yeah.
And then Quasi points out Tucker's definitely adapted to this new world. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like a fucking boss.
That should be it.
The bike was thirsty.
Yes, she was. She's been ridden hard. Can you blame a girl?
Oh, you're all good, Headhunter. Says, oh, okay, I wasn't there, my bad.
Yeah, no. We appreciate that type of input. Absolutely. And it's great. You know, I remember you said something in a chat recently where, like, we were bringing up points as you were typing them in the chat. I think it's cool when stuff like that happens. It's like, it's just showing that, yeah, you know, we're on the same page.
Yeah. We're all fans of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll pay attention to the detail. I mean, I miss shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much. That's one of the things I love about this game is how much detail is in the world. And how much is in the stories and the motivation of the characters, how much thought was put into it all. I find it hard to hold it all in my head sometimes.
Sure. And we're still a bit off kilter tonight because of all the technical issues we had trying to get started. Fucking Discord, man. I swear. Folks, I gotta tell you, I fucking despise Discord. All of our problems tonight were because of Discord.
Calm down, Max. Don't get angry.
Yes, dear. I really do hate Discord, though.
Really? You haven't mentioned that before.
Are you sure? Maybe you just forgot.
Raiders, damn it. What are you waiting to jump me? Huh?
Those raiders could have picked a better ambush point.
this infestation zone later.
So that is a persistent bug that I hear mentioned on Reddit all the time, where you drive past an infestation zone that you have definitely cleared, and he's talking about, oh, I guess I'll come back and burn this infestation zone out later. I'm curious about what causes that to happen every time, but that is a persistent bug. I don't know what it is. Right, let's go.
Kat says, I think Tucker just took the easiest route for her. I think it's pitiable. I was watching your last stream to... Wait, hang on. I can't read. I was watching your last stream to feed my Days Gone need earlier. Yeah, I think for all the people left in the world after, you know, an apocalypse, you're going to have a lot of bad people. They're going to be the sort of people who survive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of the people who survive are going to be people who were badasses, you know, fringe members of society, you know, people that were already pretty much getting by being a badass.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's go see what Boozer's up to.
They're coming.
Man, our boy Boozer is not in great shape.
They're on me.
What's going on? No!
I mean, he's in great shape, but he ain't in great shape.
Whoa.
You stay right there.
Boozer, it's me.
Stay there.
It's Deke. Let's just
Don't
calm
you come
down.
any closer.
Fucking love
I
this
will kill
scene.
you.
It's all right.
I was just about to say the exact same thing.
I will not.
Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Boozer, what the fuck?
I heard him. I heard voices.
He's like, oh, shit.
You heard him, right?
This
No, I didn't hear
motherfucker is literally dying on me.
I do not.
Yes, you do, Boozer. Just take a look.
I don't need to take a look.
Come on, we gotta get you some help.
Look, I don't need some.
Come on.
Damn it, I don't need help.
Do we have spammers in the chat?
Do we? I didn't see it. I still have live chat active, so. Oh, what is that? Barbara Reeves?
I thought I saw something, you know?
No thanks, I gave it the office. Yeah, you can see the delirium in Boozer's eyes, absolutely. Okay. Now, I have heard of a persistent bug here where Boozer fails to continue walking down the stairs. I personally have not had that issue myself. I have read that if you will stay close to him, then he will continue moving when he is supposed to move. But he's supposed to stop every few seconds because he's, you know, literally fucking dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Footsteps just pounded in my head.
And I just fell behind, so hopefully that doesn't make it bug out. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Yeah. I have not ever encountered that bug myself, but I see it on Reddit quite often. And it's one that, man, I don't know how to tell you to fix it, you know. If reloading a previous save or restarting the game doesn't fix it, I don't know what to tell you, man. I do like to get a close-up of Boozer with him all.
Yeah.
You know, where you can actually see how bad off he is. Let's see if we can get a good look at it. Yeah, look at his fucking eyes, man.
I have a great picture of him. I think he's sitting on the bunk up in the tower.
Yeah.
Looking like this, looking all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah.
And he's like in a beam of sunlight, so it's like really highlighted, how
nice.
sweaty and pale he looks.
Yeah. Oh,
it
wow.
really grosses me out because I find the idea of blood poisoning just so icky.
Oh, yeah. It's absolutely terrifying.
Ooh.
Your life's blood turning against you, literally.
It's just a short ride, Boozer.
Are you okay? But yeah, you should share that picture sometime. Should put
It's
that
on Instagram. It's
Is
on
it?
my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right.
I think
So
it's an older one.
okay. So I'm going to make an executive decision for the stream here. Normally when I am live streaming, I keep the music turned off to prevent my videos from getting demonetized. It's a necessary evil. I fucking hate having to turn the music off, but it is what it is. Since the music for this scene is really powerful and very important to the story, we're going to go ahead and turn the music back on for this scene. That will cause the video to get me demonetized, but, you know, it is what it is.
The price you pay.
We'll deal with that later. Okay. Music is back up. Let's go.
Where? We going? Deke.
Joe Schmo says, for real, all the actors and motion capture for the main characters of this game are just so damn good.
Yeah, they are.
I agree.
The highways they were all choked up with cars. There were so many people, all on the move, thinking that if they could only go fast enough, that they'd outrun what was coming.
I like this little insight into what it was
No one
like
could move fast
just
enough,
after the
Boozer.
car.
Sure.
No one saw it coming the way I did. So by the time they said, fuck it,
Just the
and
sense of
started
desperation
walking,
and panic
and
and
then
fear of that slow sinking realization of what the fuck is
I
happening.
remember
Yeah.
watching the freaks.
And that it's too late
Watching
to
them
stop
all
it.
come, thousands of them. And all those dumb shits just got swallowed up.
Yeah, I remember.
When you see a thing like that, you know it's only a matter of time. Before it's our turn. Nothing's gonna stop it, Boozer. Not a goddamn thing, but... Wait, do you know why we keep going?
No.
Because what the hell else?
the past the entire time you're in Lost Lake.
Yes. Yeah.
I just love the fact that it's right there, and you just don't even know. Like the first time you play it, you have no idea.
Yeah. Right.
And then,
Yeah.
of course, neither does Deacon.
And then the first time you roll into this area with this song playing, when it gets about to the part where it says, "I'll be coming home soon," that's when you see Tilson Pass in the background.
Quasi says, I need to get back to learning how to fingerpick this. You play guitar, sir? I didn't know that. Such an incredible song. It is.
Prettied up before heading in.
Oh, you know. Yeah, I figured I'd stop in the lodge, have a few beers, and then just stroll into the infirmary. No.
Cat wants to know what our Christmas plans are. Well, I'm gonna be probably playing Days Gone.
Deke. I'm Mike said.
Rex, what are you doing for Christmas?
He'd kill you if he ever saw you again.
Probably working overtime, honestly.
That old man doesn't remember his name half the time. Hey,
He'll remember.
You gotta stay awake. We're off the open road, bit of a freaker wanders back.
Yeah, I know. All right. Hey, Deke.
Yeah,
Don't you kill anyone in the camp, okay?
I'm not gonna kill anyone.
Even in Boozer's state, he's just such a fantastic fucking guy. He's fucking dying of blood cancer. He's come to the realization that he is very ill, and the one thing he's worried about is, hey, Deke, while you're in Lost Lake, don't kill anybody. All right, let's see if we can get into Lost Lake without getting spotted 7,000 or 8,000 times. In my opinion, this is actually one of the hardest fucking missions in the game, man. It's one of those where there's just so many moving parts. And I'm not a big fan of sneaking around, man.
Yeah.
It's
kind of a sucky mission.
Yeah, I mean, I actually kind of would rather just roll up in here with a shotgun. Or maybe...
I feel like the first time I played this, I was okay at it, and then every time I played it since, I've gotten worse at sneaking in. Like, you overthink it or something.
Yes, that's exactly it, yeah.
Because I'm sure the first time, I never threw any rocks or anything. I just found a way to sneak in, and now I'm, like, trying to throw rocks to lure them away, and I end up getting caught.
Yeah. Yeah, see, there's...
I also try to Metal Gear Solid it, and when they turn their flashlights away, I'm like, okay, it's safe.
Time to go,
It's
yeah.
not always
Yeah,
like that.
Right. Now, listen to their dialogue in the background. You can hear them discussing Lisa and how she just lays there crying all night, keeping everybody in the camp awake. That is some of Skizzo's goons, is my guess, or at least people that he has convinced to be against her.
Well, honestly, you know, it could just be that she cries all the time, and they're just not used to that.
That could be.
You know, they're not necessarily Skizzo's goons. They could just be assholes.
Yeah. I mean, Skizzo's goons. They're assholes. I'm just going to blame it on Skizzo. I don't fucking know. All right, see, this asshole right here, I'd like to get him to go somewhere. Move around, dude. Fuck. All right, now.
Yeah, I always go around to the left here.
Do you?
I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I usually come up this path right here.
Quasi says you go around the long way. I usually go straight out of the marsh and climb up the wall.
Wall? I'm not sure where you're talking about, bud. This is the most reliable method for me. This is what usually works for me. And then here in a second, these guys will go sit down on this bench.
You sneak behind them.
Yep, once they're seated. But then you have to get across the street before these other two right here come around the corner. There's that. And then here's
I
Mike
usually
and
end up,
Skizzo.
Waiting too long and then being like, fuck, I'm stuck.
Exactly. It's a delicate balance of it's a delicate balance of reaching out to slit Skizzo's throat right there. I mean, it's a delicate balance of hesitating and not hesitating. Because if you wait too long, you're fucked. If you don't wait long enough, you're fucked.
Can I have a moment to just appreciate the first time we lay eye on Skizzo? My boy Skizzo.
Are you okay?
I do love him.
Do you need a minute?
don't love him that much. I don't love him like that. You can actually get caught by Skizzo in this bit.
Yeah.
He can be one of the people that finds you, and it comes up as like the death screen of like caught by Skizzo.
Yeah.
I have that sometimes as my desktop wallpaper.
You would.
Screenshot that.
You would. Okay, now once they get
Hashtag
past,
Team Skizzo.
these guys are looking away. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Said hashtag Team Skizzo.
Oh, good lord.
Everyone's probably thinking that I'm a lunatic. I should clarify. I don't like Skizzo as a person. He is an asshole, obviously. I like him as a character, and I'm probably going to end up talking about this a lot. Excuse me. But I just think he's a really, really well-written villain. I think he has a really strong point of view, possibly the strongest point of view in the entire game. And I was kind of convinced by his argument when he's talking about how Iron Mike is going to mess up the treaty with the Rippers, or how the treaty is not really worth the paper it's written on. And yeah, I just think it's he has just such a good point of view, and I know that you're just thinking right now, like, what am I talking about? But I stand behind my words. Yes, it's unanimous. Says I started watching Arcane because of Skizzo's voice acting.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
I am
Jason
also watching
Spizak,
Arcane
yeah.
because of him. He's fucking incredible. I follow him on Instagram. He's been doing a lot of Silco, like impressions or whatever, like little scenes and stuff. He's fantastic. Jason Spizak is just a wonderful person. I interviewed him on the podcast. He's a great person, and he's just such a good actor. So good. He's incredible. And he plays a really good villain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of...
So-
he started posting all this, like, fan stuff. Sorry, I'm just going to go into Arcane for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I've only seen the first episode, so I don't really know where the story's going, but there's a lot of fan stuff, like fan art and things like that. I think a lot of people are just falling in love with his character in that show, or something about the dynamic of that character in the show is, like, really appealing to people. I'm getting a lot of people agreeing with me in the chat. This is a good thing. I feel like I'm not wrong.
Yeah, so I was just going to give you a minute to finish fangirling over Skizzo and Jason Spizak there for a moment. I wanted to take just a sec to shout out to the chat here. I've missed a few folks. Zeus, what's up, man? Hello and welcome. Tom, hello. How are you? And let's see. I think that's the only new folks I see right now. So yeah, I just wanted to say hi to y'all. Okay, we ready to start this next cutscene? Are you done, dear? Or did we
Not for now,
Did we
yes,
give you enough
but
time to
give me a minute.
fangirl over Skizzo and Jason
In a minute, I'll
Spizak?
be ready to go again.
All right.
That did it.
All right.
Ah, damn it. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Addie. I don't want any trouble, so if you ladies just step aside, I'll show
No,
my
no,
way
what
out.
the hell are you
What
doing in my
Nuh-uh.
infirmary?
Oh, you gonna shoot me now? Oh, wait. There's a code, right? You can't shoot a woman unless you have to. Well, now you have to.
I love the scene how Ricky is just so
Yeah.
kind of
Now you have
afraid
to.
of him.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Because she
well,
knows.
just let me
She
explain.
rode with him for a while before they got here. You know, she knows.
Yeah.
What are you selling
And
narcotics?
he's just like, oh yeah, okay,
No.
you got me.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, fuck. Yeah. You know me too well. What I find, the look on her face there, what I find interesting is, would she have killed him if she had to?
Antibiotics.
Could she have killed him if she had to?
Boozers.
We know how she feels about
He
him.
got blood poisoning. I had no place else to
Good
go.
question.
I guess if he were truly being a deadly threat, you know, where it was, she really felt like she had to defend herself against him, which of course that would never happen, but, you know,
Bring him in.
It's interesting that she
Go and
keeps
get
her
him,
gun
Ricky.
drawn and her
the
finger
whole,
on
and
the
her
trigger.
finger is on the fucking, well, I mean, she does know he is dangerous. If he chooses to be a threat, he's a deadly, dangerous threat.
Man is sick.
But he did just say like, "Oh, okay, you got,
You got
I'm
me,
not actually
yeah.
gonna, like,
And he
you
puts
know."
his gun up. I love how it's Addie who is like, no, look, I don't really give a shit what the history is here. He's sick. Bring him in. I can help him.
Yeah. I'm just stepping away for 1 second. I have to turn my
Come on,
heater on. I'm
I'll give
cold
you a
in
ride.
here.
No.
Which way we headed?
You remember there was a small camp when we first rode into the valley?
Yeah, I remember.
All right, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Like 2 steps.
You call this a bike?
It may not be a fancy drifter bike, but it gets the job done. Get on.
So Quasi says, before you ride off with Ricky, see if you can interact with Blair and the ear collector dude.
They're not present. You can see that
Maybe not
the
then.
bounty collector is not there. This could possibly be a bug. I've never tried this before because he's walking so fucking slow. I just want to get it over with. But
You don't like the slow walking parts? I thought that was everyone's favorite.
I mean,
part.
that's kind of why I play the game. I'm just a masochist like that. I enjoy the punishment, you know.
Yeah. All right, fuck it. Back in the bike. Come on, go, 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 go.
Yes, that's enough of that shit. All right. But yeah, it looks like they're not present at all. Now, I have seen glitches where you come back to camp and none of the NPCs are there. And usually you just have to reload a previous checkpoint.
Ozzy says, try afterwards,
So,
then
how's she
before you
doing?
complete the
Girl
quest.
that I brought in,
think.
Lisa.
I'm guessing, I don't know,
Are you gonna take me to
Ozzy,
see
where
her?
you're leading us to or
No.
what's going to happen, but it sounds
God
like
damn it, Ricky. What the
some
hell?
little-
Why not?
thing
I
that's usually
can't,
missed.
She's not here.
If there's some
Wait,
dialogue
wait,
or
hold on
something
for a
that we won't have
second.
seen before.
Where is
Yeah.
she?
A few days ago, Skizzo assigned her to a scavenge run. She and 3 others headed over to the road camp to look for
And see,
supplies.
Deacon is just now finding out that Lisa's not even
Tell me
at
they
Lost
left
Lake
her?
Camp now.
They left her.
The
out in
Skizzo
shit.
got rid of her.
They didn't leave anyone. They said she ran off.
Jesus.
It could have been anything. Wolves, freaks, rippers. Choose your poison.
And what was Skizzo thinking, sending her out on a supply run?
Everyone's gotta work, Deke. That's the deal, and you know it.
I don't believe this shit. What? She'd been surviving in Marion Forks for years when I found her.
Yeah, then maybe you should have left her there.
Who's there? Get back, don't make me blow your goddamn head off.
It's me.
No, get back!
Yeah, there's you go. There he goes, spazzing out again.
Hey. Hey, it's
Oh,
it's
apparently
Ricky.
the
You
Blair
remember
and
me?
the ear
I
collector
rode with
dude
you guys a year
act
ago.
very coldly towards Deacon.
Oh,
We go
okay.
see them now. Very in all caps.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
Interesting.
Come on to Lost Lake.
yeah.
Oh, It's Unanimous says the slow walking parts are great for photos. And they are. They are great for photo mode captures. Yeah, I agree.
Sir, you doing all right?
PG.
It still didn't give you the right to steal our shit.
Are you kidding me? Look at his arm. What was I supposed to do? Huh?
I don't know.
Ask.
Maybe ask.
Maybe ask. Yeah.
Jesus. Look at you guys.
Because it's a real good chance if he had appealed to Iron Mike, he would have given them some medicine or let him work for some medicine, you know, like, hey, you do a couple of runs for us, we'll give you some medicine, you know. We know
Yeah.
you're good for it if you'll just come work for it.
Come on, pal.
Yeah, Iron Mike is the sort of person that just because you have a disagreement with someone, he's not going to leave you to die if you're generally a good person, or even really if you're not a good person.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
That's this whole thing is he wants to
Yeah, Boozer.
find. I mean, he's not a pacifist. He, says that people call him a pacifist, but that's not what he is. But he definitely wants to make amends for his past mistakes.
Yes.
And part of that is turning away from violence. So he's not going to let someone die,
Yeah.
especially someone that he
Especially
used to
Boozer,
like.
yeah. Because his
Especially Boozer. It's
problem...
not Boozer that was doing the runs for Tucker, it
Exactly.
was
That's
Deacon.
exactly what I was about to say. His problem was with Deacon for going behind his back and lying about doing runs for Tucker. And so he actually didn't have a beef with Boozer. But in a lot of ways, having a beef with Deacon means having a beef with Boozer.
You know what it's
Yeah.
like there, Deke.
You're not thinking straight. This isn't the Hot Springs. This is Lost Lake. Iron Mike. Remember him?
I am Mike.
Kat says, did you just
He's gonna
see
get us
that?
killed.
The animation of sweat running
Said.
down Boozer's head
Yes.
and face.
A long time
Wow.
ago, they
Yeah.
built the place up. They got more people.
We're all gonna fucking die.
We'll be long gone before anything like that happens. Camp's got the only dock in 100 miles. Now, Addie, look, she'll take care of it.
Just a couple of days. Yeah, then we ride the hell out of here. Ride north. Like you said. Get the hell away from all this.
Yeah. Yeah, we ride north. Leave all this shit behind.
Oh, Ricky, it took you long enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back.
Oh,
and
I
check
love
on
this
the
part. Addie's
Make
all
sure it's
awkward,
okay.
like, so I'm just gonna go check on the patient. Y'all can deal with the fallout with Iron Mike and Skizzo. I'm not in that. Even though she's the one
Yeah,
that said
bye.
bring him, even though she's the one that said bring him in, you know, she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go check on the patient. Y'all have fun with that.
Yeah.
If Iron Mike lets you stay, your friend will have a chance.
Oh, and we forgot to talk about Deacon shaving his beard.
So what happened? How'd he burn his arm like
Yep.
that?
Oh yeah. Makes
We ran
himself
into
look
some
all
rippers
spiffy.
south of Belknap.
Did he know that? Did he do that because he knew he was going to be interacting with Ricky and he wanted to clean up a little bit? Did he do that because he knew that he was going to be interacting with Blair and he wanted to clean up a little bit? Or was it just because it improves stealth when he's, you know, cuts down on noise from rustling in the bushes, you know?
I think it's a streamlined thing. Helps him sneak in.
Yeah, helps him get in there. Yeah.
Jesus. I've heard about them doing shit like that to themselves, but not to people they're trying to recruit.
Boozer wasn't any goddamn recruit.
Guess Tucker should have made a deal with him like Iron Mike.
Come on, Ricky. He doesn't get it. Carlos isn't going to honor any deal with Lost Lake, not for long anyway. And Mike, he just doesn't see it.
It's interesting that Ricky was just talking about the
more than you
Rippers
Always had
doing
your good side, Deke. You just never
mutilating
kill any.
recruits or mutilating themselves but not new recruits. And you think
Yeah.
about what they were doing to Lisa,
Yeah, right.
which just
think
implies
it's
that she's not trying to be recruited, she's actually joined.
Oh, well, that's possible, yeah. I mean, I was kind of assuming it was part of the indoctrination process, you know, myself.
You cannot
Yeah.
believe a word he is going to say.
Yeah, no, I mean it totally is, but
Soft.
it's more
Mike, we do not have
Once they've already been
Once you're-
taken
once you-
in.
let alone a goddamn.
yeah,
Yeah,
once you're
right.
a willing
I
recruit.
say we throw them out on their asses.
Mike, that is not who we are.
Jesus, listen to you. And you tired of being Tucker's little bitch?
I love Iron Mike's approach here where he just listens for a minute. He just listens.
See?
It's the same as later on when Carlos is there and he does the whole thing about, okay, so you're saying if we give you the biker boys, we still have our treaty, and he like lets everyone say their piece, and then he's like, okay, this is my opinion.
Then he decides what to do about it and takes action decisively. But
I know.
It's almost like he gets to have the last word if you let everyone else speak first.
exactly.
And I know what kind of man he is.
Is that a hickey on Skizzo's neck?
He done any worse than you? Ricky? How about me?
I don't know why you're asking me, I wouldn't know.
We've all been out in this shit, Skizzo.
I do like how all the characters have kind of beat up faces.
Right. Yeah, it's like how life out in the shit for even in the people who spend a lot of time in camp, still life is a constant state of abuse for them.
Yeah. Also, he says Mike was like a king there sitting on his throne.
Yeah. Nice touch there.
I think it's also that it just comes with his age as well. Like he's just a more mature person. I think in the art book it refers to him as him being in his 50s. Always think of him as being a little
A
older.
little older than that, yeah. He's animated as somebody in late 50s or even early 60s, I think.
Don't start with me.
It's the impression I always got.
So
Yeah.
you're the one who brought him in.
I didn't bring them in, Skizzo. Boozer
I
needs
like
help.
this part where Skizzo and Ricky are kind of going after it, arguing with each other.
Shop isn't exactly secure. You were
Yeah, I
supposed
like
to
just
be
hanging
yourself.
around here and just like listening to them.
Yeah, while he's over there being a fucking mouth breather. Fucking Neanderthal.
Oh, so what? You're hooked up with Addie, so now I gotta go over and fix her locks?
Isn't that
And
your
the way
job?
they just like look at you when you get too close.
It's not my
Like,
job.
what?
My job
Right.
is
The fuck are you
keeping the
looking
camp
at?
safe. Addie's job is keeping the drugs safe.
Ricky told me you stopped running for Tucker.
Sure, whatever.
Sent that little girl here instead.
My job.
I'm sorry I lied to you before about doing runs for Tucker.
How long you been drifting? You and Bill?
I don't know. Like I said, time gets lost.
Your folks don't put down some roots. Figure this shit out. Grow some food. Come next spring, won't be none of us left.
If you give Boozer what he needs, let us hole up here till he can ride. Like I said, I will do whatever you need. I want you to know that as soon
Like
as he's
whatever
patched
he
up,
needs?
we're gonna put together some gear. We're gonna ride north.
North, huh?
There's a camp up there near Smith Rock. Boozer's never been.
I mean, they try to get him to clear freakers out of the mud in the swamp down here, and he refuses to do that, so I guess he had already gone back on his word.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.
I got something to do.
Mike is the only person I think that calls Boozer Bill. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Addie refers to him as William a couple times. So, like, his real name, William Boozer Gray, he obviously goes by that. It's funny because, you know, Deacon calls him Boozer all the time, but the people in Lost Lake know him as Bill or William. And they weren't there. I worked out the timeline. They weren't there that long.
Right. Yeah, it couldn't have been long.
They met. So the timeline is Deacon and Boozer met Ricky a couple months after everything went to shit. And they rode for a while in a group of about 12 people. Ended up at Lost Lake. And then at some point in the past year, I guess, they got kicked out of Lost Lake. The timeline's kind of fuzzy. I don't know exactly how long they were there, but obviously long enough for them to really kind of fit in and get to know people and have people get to know them.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what Quasimodo was talking about, interacting with some of the camp merchants before we have any trust here. You know, actually, it may not work because we actually have level 3 trust here already.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a new
look,
game
she's all
plus.
like, hey, what's been keeping you away?
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta ask you. I heard you riding in last night with Ricky and,
Yeah.
who's that
If we were
guy?
doing it on...
Yeah, if this were a fresh playthrough with no established trust at the camps, their reactions would absolutely be different.
Is he gonna be okay?
I do like that, how with
Stop
the
by to
camps,
say
the
hi to
more
Addie.
trust you
right.
get, the more friendly they become, which makes sense.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
gonna be fine as soon as he's.
It's another
patched up.
small
We're
detail.
riding
I'm
north.
glad they included that little detail there.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we are in Lost Lake, man. Now we can do literally anything that we want to do, pretty much. We can move back to the Cascades and Belknap region and start wrapping up missions there. Or we can start pushing forward with the story here. Or we can start pushing forward with hordes and ambush camps and stuff here. Literally, the sky is the limit at this point.
Don't forget to let us know in the chat what you want us to do.
Yup.
Well, I say us. We can just tell Rex what to do.
Oh, really?
Boss him around.
Is that
Yeah.
how this works?
We're the boss of
Hey,
you.
I thought I was in charge, man. This is my show.
No, sorry about that.
All right.
So let's bring up the map. Let's see what our options are.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's good to know what your options are. Okay. So, we do have a camp job for Tucker. We still have a couple of ambush camps here. And actually, let's just look at the list of objectives here. We do have a camp job available. We have... Oh, shit, we still have all 3 ambush camps in Belknap. We've done all the hordes that we can do. There's another Nero research site, so there's one more. I think it's a bike jump Nero injector we could go grab. So we do have some map activities and camp jobs that we can do in the Belknap region. Camp job in Cascades.
We pretty much did most of the stuff there in Cascades.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Which, I mean, for anyone who doesn't already know this, my preferred method of clearing these maps is ambush camps first, and then infestation zones, and then Nero injectors and stuff. And the reason I do that is when you hit these ambush camps, it clears the fog away from the map, revealing points of interest like infestation zones, nest, historical markers, Nero injectors. So the very first thing to do is go and unlock these ambush camps, which will unfog the map for you. And then I go around and clear the other map activities until the map in the entire region looks like this. It's been cleared. As you can tell, that would normally be my top priority here. Whenever I hit a new region, bam, the first thing I do is I go find the ambush camps and unfog the map. Now, we're not doing a like best start guide playthrough here. That's something I've done dozens of them, so that's not the objective here. I just wanted to throw that pro tip out there. For this, we're open to whatever. I mean, literally whatever the chat wants to do, whatever Claire decides she's going to make me do, it's all good, man. Whatever we're doing is good.
Kat wants you to show us around the whole camp.
Sure, let's do a little tour of Lost Lake then.
Yeah. My 2 favorite things to do in Lost Lake is climb the water tower. It's just really cool. There's nothing up there, but it's kind of cool. And my second favorite thing, this is in reverse order, my favorite thing is to go to Skizzo's cabin, which is heavily guarded by his goons. He actually has more guards, I think, around his cabin than are around the perimeter of Lost Lake.
Yeah. Now, one thing I find interesting is if you are looking, you can actually see the ambush camps on the horizon around Lost Lake Camp. And I believe there's another one that can be seen from here off this way.
If you go up to the water tower, you will have a good view.
Hey, yeah, that's actually a really good suggestion. Yeah, I think it's off that direction. All right, let's do that. This one back here?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh man, this is the one I should have done for your hide and deek that you put on Reddit the other day. Nobody would have known the difference. I could stand here and get a picture looking through the fence. Nobody would have known the difference.
You're in the wrong outfit.
Oh yeah, okay. Look, you don't have to destroy my dreams like that, ma'am.
So check out where the fence is broken there, there's a little stay away sign, which I think is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually the same model that they use in some of the other locations, the one where I did the hide and deek picture, but that one doesn't have the stay away, and it has like tools and things next to it, I think, like someone's going to fix it.
Yeah.
The other one doesn't. It has the broken barrier, but it doesn't have the stay away.
Like, I mean, would it really take that much work to throw a couple of boards up over this? Really, guys? Come on.
Also, if you're reading that
I
sign,
bet it was
surely you've seen that
there's a fucking hole there in the fence, yeah. I mean, it was probably some of Skizzo's guys that were put on duty to go, they were supposed to be fixing this. That's why it never got fixed.
Oh, yeah. And they're like, we'll just put up a sign. Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah.
So you got to ambush camp.
You give me shit about Skizzo this entire time.
I mean, that's literally...
Can you ninja flip off that as well?
We're about to find out. Woo! Nope. Let's try again. I may not have hit the button soon enough. Some things it won't let you ninja flip. Like if there's a ladder nearby, it won't let you do it. Now we need to start a new game on Reddit, just trying to ninja flip off of stuff.
Notice how the fog is kind of coming
There we go. That's better.
Right? It looks kind of foggy.
It is nice and foggy, isn't it? Okay, where is...
Always talking about the fog.
This is Skizzo's cabin, isn't it?
I'm a little behind you on my feed, so... I don't know which one you're looking at. Yeah, if it has people guarding it, then yeah. No, this is the one where... This is the, what do you call it? That's not his cabin.
What do you call it?
The windows are boarded up. That's the one where he's locked up, right? You in the right place? I can't tell where you are. I've lost my bearings.
Okay, so we're right here at the water tower.
What do you want?
And here's a couple of guards that are keeping you out of this shack here.
No, this is the place where you get locked up. This is the
okay, yeah, right.
The brig.
All right.
His cabin is behind this.
Behind
up the hill
this,
slightly.
up the hill from it, like.
Yeah. Because this is where you hang out when you're taunting him later.
Is this the one?
couple months, we were up by a crazy
Yeah, he's got a couple of guards in position here. Multiple guards, yeah, armed guards.
And they're like, the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah. Trying to shoo you away. Interesting. All right. I had never noticed that on any of my previous playthroughs. That Skizzo's... I mean, I had noticed that there were cabins that had guards around them, but I didn't realize that it was Skizzo's cabin that had guards. You motherfucker.
Skizzo's cabin and the brig. Or whatever you call it.
I'm
the
over
jail,
here. I'm over here beating this guy's ass because he just knocked my bike over.
What the fuck?
He better be
What's your
damn...
problem, dude?
Yeah, he better be damn glad I can't pull my weapons out right now. Rat bastard. All right, let's go ahead and pick up this next story mission, and then we'll head out and go actually do some shit.
Deacon, hey. Is
Yeah.
everything okay?
Deacon has some superhero legs on him. He didn't even have to... He
Okay.
Came by to see if
managed to jump off of there without dying.
Infirmary.
Twice.
Twice even, which reminds me I do need to actually check my health now.
I mean, we could always use more meds, sterile bandages, instruments. Here.
A liston knife.
Yeah, it was used by doctors in the Civil War to perform operations in the field.
Operations?
Yeah, you know, when they didn't have any anesthesia or laudanum. I wrote down where you might be able to find one. It's the brochure for the visitor center at
Sherman's camp, yeah, the plate's crawling with all the freakers. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, Deacon. Thank you.
I gotta find a
Just
list.
fresh shave.
Head to Sherman's camp. Place is gonna be crawling.
Deke. What's been keeping you away so long?
Hey, Blair, how are things in the gun trade?
I love the way Blair
Find
says
it-
that.
Good
I find it
choice.
interesting how they make such a big deal of Sherman's camp, crawling with freaks. You know, it's just a crazy place to go, and yet literally just up the road, way
go.
closer than
The
Sherman's
sawmill horde.
camp. It's the sawmill horde. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Rossi says, "I'm impressed with how closely he
Yeah,
trimmed his
good.
beard with his knife." I mean,
I know, right?
Yep. Don't be such a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no shaving cream. I mean, I don't know how one shaves one's face, but I imagine you probably want like shaving foam or something like that, right? Otherwise, you're going to get some kind of
Some hot
rash or
water would be
something.
nice too, yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't even use a mirror.
Yeah, right. All right. So let's make a save game. I will go ahead and dedicate a second save. I think this is a safe spot to make a save game. Okay. What are we doing, hon? Where are we going?
What are our options?
Literally everything.
Let's do the sawmill horde. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, we can. I could make a save game and we could go do the sawmill a couple times right now just for the hell of it. There's literally no reason not to. And we don't have to keep those saves if we want to do the sawmill later as part of the story.
I think we save it for later. I think we have to do the story hordes as they come up in the story.
We can't just go kill it for fun a few times. Please.
What does everyone in the chat think?
Yeah, come on, folks. Should we go murder the sawmill horde a few times? Bust in there and ruin their day? Embarrass them in front of their
Headhunters.
friends?
Headhunter says, ironically, I see more marauders at
Yes.
Sherman's camp than freaks. And I mean, yeah, I mean, the amount of times you find those marauders there, they've put up the little tripwire. Why aren't they taking out the freaks, or why aren't the freaks taking out them? Kind of inconvenient. Quasi says sawmill horde.
Yeah,
So let's just do the sawmill horde.
there's my boy
only
Hunter. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, now I know how to do it.
Yeah, and it only takes what
I've
about
seen Rex's
about
videos. He gives me a
45,
hard
50
time if I
minutes.
don't watch them. It does not take me that long.
Now you said what? You've seen my videos.
I said you've forced me to watch your videos many times. You're always like, look, I'm so awesome. Check this out. I can do the sawmill horde. It's like, yeah, dude, we can all do the sawmill horde.
Young lady.
Everyone can do the sawmill
Young
horde.
lady.
You think you're special?
How you been?
I'm teasing.
All right, calm down, killer. All right, we're gonna do
All
the
right,
rock
I guess
chuck.
we're
We
doing
fixing to go do the
sawmill horde.
sawmill, man. This shit is
With
happening.
the crossbow
Young lady.
and the BND 150.
Ma'am.
And well, you kind of both, but
Ma'am.
can you use the gun locker? Like, if you're taking on the horde, could you run into the MMU and use the gun locker to switch out your weapons?
If you
up
have it
there?
unlocked, yes.
Mid
Mid fight, probably, but it would be very difficult.
fast.
It would be very difficult to get in there without the horde following you in, because I believe at some of the MMUs, freakers can actually follow you in, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Yeah. Oh, have you? Okay.
Headhunter says a video of Rex killing the sawmill horde without firing a shot is how I found this channel. That's how
Nice.
most people found you.
Yeah, that is my most popular video. That video.
Smelly.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great time to go to the sawmill horde, isn't it? Yeah, that is my most popular video. Just over 1.5 million views now. I was so proud the day it rolled over to 1.5. Oh, come on. Get off the bike, idiot. He just knocked his own bike over. I've never seen that happen. I was just trying to get over here and top off my ammo.
Wait, what? You need something from me?
Look, there's a digital display on your radio. I'm going to send you a coded message, coordinates. That location.
O'Brien, what the hell is this all about?
Just meet me there. There will be Nero soldiers all around me like before. Don't let them see you. O'Brien out.
So what weapons do you have?
I have the Rock Chuck, the MG55, and the SMP9. I like
Did
to...
you say MG55?
I did say
I'll be in my bunker.
MG55.
My favorite gun. Actually, my second favorite gun. Well, probably my third favorite gun, because I carry it less often than the auto shotgun and the SMP9.
Yeah. The MG55 really is overkill for the rest of the game. It's just not necessary to carry something like that most of the time. And I like to have a precision weapon in the special weapons slot. I was hoping I could get that runner to engage those freaks there. I did that on purpose. I slid past them to get that runner off of my ass. That's one of the few ways that you can get a runner off of you without engaging them directly. You have to run them through other enemies. Ooh, big slide, big slide. There we go. A little too much slide. The fucking snow, man. I love the way that the weather really does affect the way the bike handles.
Yeah. So what's the plan for the horde? What are we doing?
I don't have one. We're literally just going to run in and fuck them up. What do you think?
I challenged you recently, and you actually failed to live up to the challenge to remain in the barn,
Oh,
or whatever
yeah.
you call the big building.
Failed?
So
Ma'am, I did.
Did you though?
I did.
Stop looking at the boobs.
Huh? What?
on the
Wait,
train.
huh? I'm sorry, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
So I think you should start inside the barn, or at least
Nope.
go through the barn, whatever you call
No.
it, the big
Nope,
building.
not doing it. That is literally begging for disaster. There are... See, now you got me all fucked up. There are no good ways to kill the Horde by going inside these structures. It's just... I experimented with it about a dozen times, and there's just too many places to get cornered. It just it just does not make tactical sense to put yourself in that position.
I think it makes sense if you know the layout of it and there's an easy route to go through, but the problem is that the freaks kind of swarm around you and they don't always follow the route you want them to follow.
Exactly.
Jeremy McGee in the chat says great
Jeremy,
streams,
what's up, brother?
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for saying that I'm great. I appreciate that. Quasi says, kill them all and let God sort them out.
There you go. Now, this is the tricky part here. If you can run this gauntlet and make this gap right here, then you're okay. But that's the hard part. Almost time, and go. Ah, we're gonna die. I waited too long. There we go.
Interestingly, this bridge, not the little one that you're on, but the one that we can see behind in the distance, over the river, the one with the arch, that's the one that you posted a hide and deek under that bridge.
Yep.
On Reddit. And for those people who are wondering what the fuck we're talking about when we say hide and deek, it's a game that's... Who invented it? On Reddit.
X21 Sean123.
Sean, yes. Basically, on Reddit, you post a picture of Deacon in some sort of obscure location in the game, and it's up to everyone else to figure out where it is, get to that place, take a picture of themselves, and post it on their account. It's a lot of fun. Kind of like a little scavenger hunt.
Now, notice the way that I'm using the terrain and I'm using obstacles to create kill zones, basically. Whatever I can do to put something in between myself and the Horde, or something that they're going to have to climb, or somewhere that I can bottleneck them, I make every effort to take advantage of those features in the terrain. Now, what has happened here... See them coming up behind me like this? I promise you there were screamers nearby. We probably had another pack of screamers spawn. Just like in that video I put up recently. Because that's not the normal route for the sawmill Horde.
So these ones are either not part of the Horde, they're drawn in from...
They were drawn in by
or...
a screamer, yeah. Like they're coming in from over there. But yeah, you can see, taking advantage of the terrain, these obstacles that you can put up between you and the Horde, ledges that they have to climb, and also bottlenecks.
Mm-hmm. Because their climbing ability is a lot slower than yours.
Absolutely.
The game actually tells you that.
Yeah. Now, the reason I'm using the rock chuck here is because it is always suppressed, and it allows you to take out these random spawn enemies without alerting the rest of the Horde. And that is one of the main reasons I like to carry the rock chuck when I am killing Hordes. It's very low damage. Well, not very low damage, but it's not really good damage. But it is always suppressed.
the light is kind of glinting off the snow there, like giving you a little bit of like, kind of making it harder to see what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit.
So Jeremy McGee asks, I know you have covered it, but for newer viewers, do you prefer the MG45 over the RPK due to capacity, or is it another reason?
Oh, a question for me exactly?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Allow me just a moment, and we will address that question. Yeah.
Two things at once?
Well, I'm actually doing more than two things at once, but okay. Shit, there's actually more of them left than I thought. Let's kite them around a bit more. Let's go use some traps. I'm a touch low on ammo, and there are more of them than I thought there were, so let's get creative. And notice the way I'm not just holding the button down, I'm actually pulse firing with it. That cuts down on recoil. Let's see if we can get a few of them gathered up around that barrel there. There we go. I think that's it.
Of course, because we're not in the story mission to defeat the Horde, we don't get the pop-up when we've killed it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, sawmill Horde. So that one was actually pretty fucking sloppy. I made a few mistakes there that made it go worse than it should have. But anyway, it's all good. We got them done and we didn't die. How bad is my health? Let's see. Oh, okay, I took a few hits there. But anyway, Jeremy, what was your question again, sir? You asked, I know you have covered it before for newer viewers. Do you prefer the MG45 over the RPK due to capacity, or is it another reason? In this game, it is the RPD. I think RPK is the actual name for it. I don't recall now. But the MG45 is just one you can get sooner. So actually, I mean, the correct answer to that question is I don't prefer either one of them. My preferred weapon would be the MG45. I'm sorry, the MG55 is what I meant to say. Yes, the MG55. But the MG45 is a lot of fun if you have the extended magazine for it, and the RPD is also a lot of fun if you have the extended magazine for it. But what I would say really, of those, I prefer the Chicago Chopper, because it goes in your primary slot. So you could then have the Chicago Chopper or the RPD, both of them at the same time. The Chicago Chopper, the MG45, Chicago Chopper and MG55, Chicago Chopper and RPD, whatever, because the chopper goes in your primary slot. Let's go ahead and reload that save from before we left camp. Because really, we were just doing the sawmill just for the hell of it right now. There's no need to save our progress there. And we'll do it again later just for fun, or we'll do it again later for the story. Whatever happens first. All right. Give me something to do, man. Tell me what we're doing next.
How's my favorite bounty hunter?
Hey, Blair, how are things in the gun trade?
We have some new people in the chat. Am I muted? I'm not muted right now.
No,
Okay,
I can
good.
hear you. Yeah.
I had to mute for a second.
Oh.
What's up,
Cal-El,
dudes?
yeah.
We'll play this game to this day. Mick says, hey mate, how's it going? The freak's noise never gets old.
Brisbane.
Mr. Digger says, on his lunch break.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, Cal L, good to see you back. Haven't seen you around in a little while. Mick, welcome to the stream, buddy. Mr. Digger, hello and welcome. How are you? All right. Let's get everything set back up.
All right.
See if I need to refill. No, ammo's full. Okay. All right, sweet. We are set up and ready to rock and roll. What are we doing? We want to go do some story missions, or do we want to start clearing the map?
Do some story missions.
All right. I think the one we have right now is the Sherman's Camp is crawling.
Here, I got it.
Hello? Is anyone on this channel?
Ryan,
Quasi is correct in my pronunciation. I didn't think I said Brisbane.
I said it. I'm quite certain I said it wrong. I'm from Texas. I don't know how to say stuff. I embrace that. I'm okay with
You
it.
don't even know how to pronounce Texas.
Yeah, I do. It's Tejas. No, it really is. That's the original Native American name for it. Tejas.
Digital display on your radio. I'm going to send you a coded message. Coordinates. Meet me at that location.
O'Brien, what the hell is this all about?
Just meet me there. There will be Nero soldiers all
You know
around.
what Tejas means?
Let them see
A
you.
lot of spammers in the chat.
No.
It means friend.
Testicles. Damn it. I was either going to be really smart and get that right, or really dumb and get that wrong.
Oh shit, I almost managed to dodge that fucking rope, man. See, folks over here talking about testicles. Fucking me up, man. I love me some auto shotgun. I love
I
the.
just find it so
look at
crazy how they
the-
run at you.
Yeah, right. I love the blood spreading on the snow. That's just fucking.
I like to think that you can see it because the warmth of the blood is kind of melting the snow a
melting
little
the
bit.
snow. It actually does.
Yeah.
It leaves a kind of a dark patch there for a minute as the blood actually fades.
Shit, engine crapped out. Let's see what I can do. That should do it.
LL says they need to make a movie or a series from this game.
I know that's right.
Heartedly agree.
Somebody should work on that.
Here it is.
Headhunter says, I've been forgetting to do this the past few streams, but shout out to the mods, appreciate what you do. I assume you mean the chat moderators. Normally we have Chrissy Cupcake who
Yeah.
does the moderating, but she's not able to join us
Visitor
tonight.
center.
So it's just me tonight. I'm trying to get rid of all of these spam bots that keep showing up.
I can smell it. There's another nest. Let's burn it up.
Wait a minute. That's marauders and freaks up here.
Quasi says that we should take these spam bots as a compliment, a sign of a growing popular channel. I suppose it is kind of a compliment to be targeted by spam bots. It means you're doing something right.
Yeah, I remember when I got my first troll ever. We were all like, yay, my channel's big enough to have trolls now. Hoorah! Now get the fuck out of here.
In your honest opinion, Rex, do
Yeah.
you think they will make Days Gone 2?
I
Or
do.
will this just be a one-off game?
Nope, I absolutely do. I think it's only a matter of time.
concur.
I mean, what we do know is that the initial pitch, one single pitch, was turned down. That does not mean the game will never be pitched again in the future.
Jeremy McGee says, series for sure, Kirkman to produce. Robert Kirkman to produce, I presume he means.
Okay.
I
Okay.
disagree with that. I have opinions about him, but I will shut the fuck up. Not saying. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
There you go. You know, my mama and daddy always told me, boy, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, shut your fucking mouth.
Neil Gaiman to write the series.
That's a hard no on
Agree with
that one.
Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah. That's the one who fucked up The Last of Us 2, wasn't it?
Wait, what was his connection with The Last of Us 2?
Oh, I don't know.
No, you're thinking of someone else.
Oh, okay.
It's Druckmann. No,
Right,
Neil Gaiman,
right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Sandman,
You're right.
Oh, what the fuck? American Gods.
Okay,
Neverwhere,
okay.
Coraline.
All right. Well, okay. I mean, yeah, I can get behind some of that, yeah. But yes, I was thinking of, was it Druckmann?
Neil Druckmann.
Yeah, did Last of Us 2? Yeah, let's get that motherfucker blackballed from writing anything again ever.
Quasi says Good Omens. That's written with Terry Pratchett, if I remember correctly.
Was it?
Pretty sure. I would second guess myself whenever I say anything
right.
like that.
And like, I don't keep up with stuff like that. I really don't watch much movies or television. I don't have much use for contemporary movies and television these days.
I work in the film and TV industry, so I have to keep up with these things.
Yeah.
But it's hard. There's so much out there to watch. So much. I mean, you could literally fill your entire day with just watching TV and watching movies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I have kind of the bitter old man approach to watching TV and movies and stuff, which is it's all fucking garbage. It's all garbage.
Well, I'll have to prove you wrong someday.
Please do.
Yeah, Joe Schmo says, as much as I love Neil Gaiman, I don't think he needs to touch this. He's much more of a supernatural genre writer, not in science fiction.
Right on target.
I concur. Kurt Sutter could write a great script. Yeah.
Who is that?
I have to look up his credits. He did, he did Sons of Anarchy, right? Yeah. Sons of Anarchy.
Oh,
that
cool.
very short-lived show, The Bastard Executioner.
I was kind of hoping... Oh, that was a good show. Yeah. I was kind of hoping that if I shot the ball, it would shoot it off of the bed, but it does actually put bullet holes in it.
Oh.
I just like kicking up the feathers. Anyway, let's see. Is that all the nest here? I never can remember if I don't have the ambush camps unlocked. Yeah, I think that's what, all three of them? That should be all of them here. Yeah, because we got the pop-up a minute ago. All right. Yeah, we got the pop-up that interrupted my combat for a moment. Okay, for anyone who does not know, there are several really good hidden loot locations right here in Sherman's camp. Right here behind this Dos Habaneros authentic Mexican cuisine sign, there are 2 smoke bombs right there, and some ammo and a crappy little rifle. And then
I don't think I've ever picked up a gun from the game, like that you find lying around.
The MG45 is the only one I pick up. Whenever you get a chance to pick up an MG45 off of the Ripper Heavies in the early game, that's something I always do, and then I'll take it and go eliminate all the hordes. That's like literally what allowed me to get ahead on my very first playthrough ever. When you beat the breaker boss, when you go in to fight the breaker boss, I found the MG45 on the Ripper Heavies, and I was like, oh shit, a real machine gun? Yes! And snatched it up and didn't put it down for a while. And then I was like, oh wait, I've got this machine gun now. I can actually go kill a bunch of hordes now. And I went and executed every single horde that was available in the game at that time, and it put me in a really good spot. I had the SMP9 and the auto shotgun unlocked. I had hit like level 3 with Tucker's Camp and was able to buy the MG45 with the magazine upgrade. So just on my first playthrough, picking up that first MG45 literally changed the game for me. It's what allowed me to get ahead on my first playthrough. But that's the only... go ahead.
I was going to say, question in the chat, is New Game Plus harder?
No, not at all.
I find it, it's considerably easier because you have everything that you've unlocked previously is still available. So all of the guns, all of your camp trust, your credits, your skills, everything's there. So it's actually... It's really fun. I have yet to do a brand new fresh start. I've only done that once on my first playthrough, obviously. That's what I'm intending to do next, is do a Survival 2 just clean start new game.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
And I'm probably not going to have a good time with that.
No,
because
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I mean, it's going to be fun, but I've been playing it on New Game Plus for so long that I'm just going to be like playing it and thinking, oh shit, where's my auto shotgun? Oh, where's my SMP9? Where's my MG55? Like, I'm not going to know what to do with myself until I unlock those.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's going to be a lot of fun. I was going to say one thing about New Game Plus. It is cool to crank up the difficulty. If you're going to do a New Game Plus, you might as well turn it up to the highest difficulty. But the thing about New Game Plus, the main reason for doing a New Game Plus playthrough is it allows you an opportunity to focus on the story and like really kind of sink your teeth into the story and maybe let certain elements soak in that you might have missed on your first playthrough, because you've already got everything unlocked. You're not really having to worry about what skills do I get, what weapons do I get, where do I go, what do I do. You don't have to do any of that. You can literally just go do whatever you want to do and enjoy the story as it happens. And I see, let's see, we got Ruben in the chat. Hello. We have... yeah, I'm sorry, dog. I can't say your name. But hello and welcome all the same. I don't know. I don't want to disrespect you by mispronouncing your name. D. Marlowe is with us now. Hello, sir. All right. So here's another little pro tip. You can actually use the rocks to break these locks. Tink.
I love this tip.
Isn't that neat? It's like it saves you one bullet, but still, it's fun. Little fun fact.
It's also like if you need to get that ladder down while there are freaks around.
You can do it quietly.
Yeah.
That's what suppressors are made for.
I know, but if you don't have one or you don't want to
Why
use
would you
one,
not have a suppressor? Oh, that's right, because you don't go to camps to buy suppressors. Yeah, forgot.
Yeah, just pick them up out in the shed. Like you're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, sometimes I forget how you're supposed to play the game.
Yes, headhunter. Yes, every bullet counts in the ship.
Man, if you got to count your bullets, you're doing something wrong.
Or is that how you're supposed to play the game?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
Patty, I got that.
Oh, so you can tell people how it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, it's my show, man.
I thought I hijacked this. I thought this was my channel now.
You tried. Is that why you sabotaged our audio earlier? What did you go? You went in and you broke
I was just
Discord.
trying to. Yeah, I was trying to turn off your audio so everyone could just listen to me again like last week.
Terrible.
Would have worked as well.
I would have gotten away with it if not for you pesky kids.
my episode of the podcast this week is going to be late. I have not yet edited it. It's supposed to come out pretty much now, but I've just been running behind this week. I've been so insanely busy with work, so it's going to be a little late. It'll come out tomorrow, which is still Wednesday, which is when it's supposed to come out. It'll all be good. But I appreciate everyone's patience with that.
Look at this fucking runner, man. He's literally being a runner and trying to run.
It's like, stop shooting me!
Yeah. It's like, no,
Try to
dude.
get away.
You don't get to come in here and fuck with me and not get executed for it. Like, if I have to chase you down on foot and gun you down, I will.
We got someone at the gate.
So something interesting I forgot to bring up a minute ago. Hunter mentioned that he found my channel by my sawmill Horde no shots fired video. So I have a confession to make. That is the only time I have ever been able to pull that off. I have never been able to replicate that feat. That was a one-time thing, man. I've tried dozens of times. I've never been able to do it again. So I'm really...
basically, you're just conning us all.
Yeah.
Making us think that you're like the Grandmaster.
Yeah.
And it was just a fluke.
It was pure fucking luck, man.
Was it just like a glitch? Did the game glitch out and only give you like 10 freaks?
I think it was...
And you just CGI'd in the rest of them? The whole thing's just an animation.
No. I mean, maybe. No. But no, what I really find interesting about it is that it really illustrates just how fucking dynamic the Horde battles are. You know, it's no matter how good you are at it, it will never go exactly the same way every time. There's just no way. It's going to be something different. You have to handle it a little bit differently every time. So I'm really glad that I recorded that run and caught that one caught that one on video, because I have never been able to replicate that feat again. And there are some persistent bugs with the PC version, perhaps the PlayStation version. I haven't played on PlayStation in a while, but the remote bombs now do not behave properly. The remote bombs now function the same way as a proximity bomb. So the remote bombs, if you're not familiar with them, this is a remotely detonated bomb. You set the bomb and then you tap the button to trigger that bomb at precisely the right moment.
The longest time, those were the only bombs I used. Because I liked having the control of like knowing when they were going to go off.
Yeah, that allows you a lot more control over the battlefield, a lot more precise timing. But the thing about remote bombs is they do very little damage. If you notice in the ingredients, they use an airbag, a spark igniter, a box of nails, and a scrap. They do not use gunpowder. They do not actually create an explosion. What happens is an electrical impulse discharges, causing the airbag to expand, forcing nails out in a radius around the airbag.
Nail bomb. Yeah.
A nail bomb, a precisely detonated nail bomb. And what it will do is it will ignite other explosives. So if you put this remote bomb on a barrel or a fuel truck or a propane tank or something like that, it allows you to create a precisely timed massive fucking explosion. But the bomb itself doesn't do much damage. Well, the problem now, they do not work properly anymore. If enemies run up on this, it will blow anyway all by itself.
I haven't had that happen, but you've experienced that a lot.
It might be specific to PC then rather than PlayStation. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't tested it. But what that does is it prevents me from being able to pull off my Iron Butte Horde no shots fired method. Because I set a bunch of these remote bombs on the fuel trucks that are scattered around the map at the Iron Butte Horde, and as soon as enemies get near it, they detonate all by themselves. I'm no longer able to control the timing of those detonations. They function just like a proximity bomb, which just goes off as soon as an enemy gets close to it. They now function exactly the same way. And it's actually really, really fucking frustrating for me because that's kind of my thing. You know, the highly tactical, precisely timed horde kills. It's something that it's literally not possible anymore because the bombs do not function correctly any longer.
The question in the chat that Quasi has actually already answered for us, but if you place the remote bombs, in what sequence do they detonate? And it's the first one that you place is the first one to detonate.
Exactly right. That is exactly right. They can get a little bit wonky if you get too much distance between you, which literally it's, you know, your little remote detonator doesn't have that much range on it. You know, you could imagine. So if you get too far from them, they start to behave oddly. But yeah, it's a thing where they don't function properly anymore, and I don't know why.
Quasi's comment in the chat.
Well, I mean, there's always room for improvement, right? You know, you just have to watch a bunch of videos, learn some new techniques, you know. Never know what you might learn.
Learn all sorts of skills on the internet these days.
I know,
not just
right?
Days Gone.
Yeah, for real though. All kinds of fun stuff. Stuff you might not have known you were into if you hadn't discovered those videos.
I loved going down like random wormholes.
Rabbit holes. Yeah.
Rabbit holes. And just like, I end up on the weirdest fucking shit sometimes. Tom Mannon asks, can you reset a bear trap? I mean, yeah, you can like pick them. Well, actually, after they've been used,
Are they
you
reusable?
can pick them up. You can pick them up and reset them as many times as you want, but once they've been used, I think they're done.
We'll have to test that.
I don't know. Yeah. That's actually a good question.
Now, actually, It's Unanimous here brings up a fantastic fucking point. You can use rocks to trigger bear traps and stuff so that you can basically disarm them with a rock to prevent you from stepping in them later. So if you see bear traps laying there, you can toss a rock at them and trigger them.
I like how once you've set the bear trap, you can't get caught in it.
Yeah. That is nice. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, Quasi says he's pretty sure that you can reset them after someone gets caught in one.
Okay.
Guess I've never tried.
I'm running for this fucking objective like it's something here in camp. I suddenly realized I was like, wait a minute, where the fuck am I going, man?
Oh, no, Headhunter says, no, I'm right. Once a bear trap has been used, it's done. Okay, so obviously I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm like, yeah, is it? I don't know. We'll have to test it out.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to arm wrestle over it now.
St. John, look up there.
Yeah, I focus on like the story detail, the actors, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Actually, you're supposed to know all this shit. All the tactics and weapons.
I guess that's outside my area of expertise. I focus
you
more
get
on
caught in the bear traps.
Yeah, my expertise is getting caught in the bear traps. That's what I'm good at. True story, bro.
Could you use bear traps to take out a horde, like over a long period of time? Because he says, I've always reset the bear traps at the ambush camp in the tourist center, the one with the mini horde below it. It just would be fun to just take out a horde, like a small horde, but with bear traps. Just like put a bunch of bear traps up outside their cave, come back the next day.
I suppose it's possible.
Come back the next day, reset. Just get like 4 or 5 at a time. But if it's only like a horde of 25, then that wouldn't take you too long.
I'd rather just use a single grenade.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you could do that.
Why can't I save my game? There we go. All right, let's go meet up with O'Brien. Or something. Some kind of Nero mission. I don't remember what mission this is.
All right, I'm here.
Jesus, don't sneak up on me like that.
Did you find anything out about Sarah, about the woman that I put on your chopper?
I love the scene.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, wait. It's gonna take some time, okay? I'm risking my neck here. If anyone back at HQ finds out, those guys with the guns over there,
You're all
they'll
on
orders
the
without
same
question.
team, O'Brien.
It just looks that way. Look, I don't have time to explain it right now, but it's why I need your help.
My help?
Look, just take it. It's a wavelength recorder and some GPS trackers. I just need you to... We're out of time. Look, shit, I don't even know your name.
Deacon St. John.
Look, Deacon St. John, if you want me to risk my neck helping you find whatever her name, Sarah, then yeah, I'm gonna need you to do something for me. Okay. Keep the radio close. I'll contact you in a couple of minutes.
You don't even know my name? Oh, you're gonna know it before we're done, O'Brien. And keep the radio close. It's been right here the whole time, you son of a bitch. Jesus Christ, how long do I have to wait now?
Hello? Are you there, Deacon?
Yeah, I'm here. Now, what's
Quasi
this all
mentions that he
about?
has
What do you
the
want?
Sarah tattoo on his neck, but he tells Corey later on that his wife's name's Beth. I always thought it's kind of hard to see the tattoo, and especially because he has like his hair kind of covering part of it, and like his jacket or whatever is. I just don't feel like you'd necessarily be able to read it, because of the font and everything, and also he's kind of stubbly and probably kind of grubby. That never kind of like bumped for me. I know a lot of people are like, say like, oh yeah, how can he say that his wife's name?
Yeah, you
is
can
anything
totally
but
read
Sarah,
that.
But
Yeah, you can totally.
yeah, but
read
I
that.
don't know if you're looking at him from the front though.
I don't know.
Standing at the side, looking at his neck. But
one
like, if someone
thing-
has a tattoo, I just don't know if you would read it necessarily.
Well, I mean, certain people are trained to notice little details like that, tattoos,
Yeah.
gang affiliations, things like that. But Curry specifically is a very observant person. He's no dummy. Curry definitely saw that. Maybe didn't catch the significance of it, and maybe it's just an old tattoo of a love from a long time ago, not necessarily who his wife was, or whatever. So I think it's kind of irrelevant in that. I mean, that tattoo could have been anybody, when he was a dumb teenager and got his girlfriend's name tattooed on his neck, just because he says that his wife's name is Beth, that has nothing to do with the tattoo on his neck. So I've always thought it was
Just not everyone marries the girl who gets her name tattooed.
exactly.
All right.
Sometimes you end up with tattoos that you regret from previous relationships. It happens.
I've had a tattoo
It
that
happens, doesn't it?
falls into that category. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
I got it.
Yep.
You better have something back for me, O'Brien.
So yeah, I think it is a fact, but it is an irrelevant fact. Curry would have noticed the tattoos on him, and but it's like, yeah, so fucking what?
That's how I always read it. Like he maybe didn't see it, or saw it but maybe didn't read it, or if he read it, didn't figure. Well, that's obviously the name of your wife, and you're
Exactly.
obviously lying to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow it. Why?
Just go. Don't lose it.
Also, that's a really weird thing to lie about if
Yeah.
you don't know the context of why he's
on,
lying, which
O'Brien.
Corey does
I'm
not.
out here in the
Yeah.
shit chasing choppers down for you.
I think I went the wrong way.
I'm locked out of their files, so I
I
can't
thought you played this game before.
Once or twice.
You have to follow them in.
Jesus, don't you guys have spy satellites?
There we go.
Shit
Now
like
we're back
that?
on track.
Not that I have access to, no. I told you I'm...
Locked out. Yeah, I heard you.
Don't lose them.
Come on now. Can't let him get too far ahead.
Unanimous says Corey is one of my favorites. I argue that he always noticed and made the connection sooner than we are told. I mean, that's, yeah,
On foot.
Sure.
like Rex was saying, like Corey is a smart guy who probably does see all these things and is
Brian,
just like,
here. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I know what's what, and then doesn't need to say it.
Each of these research units have a science guide, like nobody else's, guarded by a bunch of goons. I need you to get close to the researcher. The wavelength recorder is sent to the channel we use to record data. We record everything
You want me to sneak into an LZ filled with heavily armed Kevlar-wearing soldiers who shoot on sight so that you can spy on some asshole in a pocket protector?
Pocket protector? Really? I have a fucking PhD.
This is one problem for me in this game. Right then where O'Brien tells him, pocket protector, I have a PhD. Where earlier in the game he tells him, man, I'm just a grad student. So, which one is it, bud?
Satellites.
Appreciate that in the chat. Says, for the love of everything that's good, we need everyone to bombard Ben's studio all over social media until they give us a Days Gone 2, or at the very least give us a massive DLC for Days Gone. Unfortunately, I don't think that's how it works. Like, I would love that if it were the case that we could just bombard them with these Days Gone 2, and they would do it, but, I mean, it's kind of out of their hands. You know, Sony owns the property, Sony decides who is making Days Gone 2, if Days Gone 2 gets made, when it gets made. Ben currently is working on new IP. We don't know any more than that, just that's what they're doing. Apparently it's a new game, it's not an existing franchise, it's not an existing property like Days Gone. So, it's not going to happen anytime soon. With Bend, I mean, Sony could always put a different studio on it. They could give it to Naughty Dog, or they could give it to, you know, whoever. But as of right now, that nothing has been announced. And yeah, I feel sorry for the people at Bend, because I'm sure they want to make a Days Gone 2. You know, Bend fully supports this game. They are always talking about it on social media, you know, promoting fan art and stuff like that for it, and photo mode. Like, Ben would, I'm sure, kill to make Days Gone 2.
Oh yeah, you know they would.
It's not up to them.
Yeah, I kill freaks, but I don't carve them open.
Maybe we just bombard Sony.
There you go.
Ask them to make Days Gone 2.
Yeah, I got your data.
Headhunter says, please not Naughty Dog, I don't trust them anymore.
I know that's right. Yeah, thanks, Hunter.
I mean,
O'Brien.
I don't know. I don't think one game can ruin a company. I
did it again.
I still like Naughty Dog, so.
Yeah.
I didn't hate The Last of Us Part 2 as much as everyone else did.
Really? What's wrong with you? I'm teasing. I really am just kidding. It wasn't that bad. I think The Last of Us 2, for everything they got right, there's so many things they got wrong. But they did get a lot of it right. The gameplay was good.
I'm not defending The Last of Us Part 2. I didn't have an issue with some of the story points. I was just more bored by the way that they had just kind of a heavy-handed theme.
Mm-hmm.
It was just relentless. And it's like, okay, I get it. I get what you're going for, but there was no nuance to it.
Yeah.
There was no depth to it.
Right.
It just seemed a little one-note, a little repetitive.
Yeah. Where one of the great things about The Last of Us Part 1 is they tell you a story and then leave it up to the player to decide what's right or wrong or how they feel about the story that was being told. Mm-hmm. Where with The Last of Us 2, it's like just smashing you over the fucking head the whole time. You know, this is what you're supposed to think. And it's like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Murdering drifter.
I mean, maybe if we give it 5 years and replay it, we might all notice that there is some nuance to it, some things that we missed. But I don't think that's
I love your
indicative of
optimism.
making a good game.
I love
I mean,
your
I am an
optimism.
optimistic person. I am. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Yeah, I'm not defending The Last of Us Part 2, but I'm also not bashing it.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, hello, Horde. Get off the bike, sir. How many times do I have to push the button? Yeek. Tree. Now, why did y'all get me killed like that? What's wrong with y'all?
Camp. These are the assholes who've been ambushing the roads around
Let's see.
here.
Where were we?
This is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free.
It seemed like a strange time of day for the Horde to be out.
I know. It actually did catch me off guard. I don't really have my loadout for horde killing. Let's see. There's these guys up here. Is this? There's the horde pouring out of the cave. Okay, nice. Let's try that again. All right. That's not even what I had equipped.
Photo mode?
Yeah, right. Yeah, actually, that would be that is a killer shot for photo mode. Yeah. There we go. That's what we're missing. Cheers.
Late in the day for that, is not?
Fuck it.
And also, cheers.
It's actually been a bit of a rough day. All right. It's fucking killer. My feet are on fire. My feet are on fire. Oh, that's wonderful stuff. Okay.
Begging for mercy. Citizens of this country. And they cut him down. My men returned fire.
Copeland's just ranting away.
I know, right? Okay, what the fuck?
Moa says you can use this horde to clear the ambush camp.
Yeah, and actually that is my preferred method. I just figured since we were here, you know, let's get them kited around and grouped up.
Stay vigilant, people. And keep your eyes on the sky. This is Mark Copeland for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
There we go. That's a better grouping. Ooh, look, we've got some freaks coming in from the surrounding area. This should get interesting. Very few options for places to bottleneck them here, too.
I was gonna say, you're not playing like yourself.
Yeah. I know, you won't let me.
He says, are you sure you played this game before, Rex? You don't seem to know what you're doing.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just kind of fucking off. It's one of those things like where when you're not scared of the hordes anymore, you just kind of fuck around a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of find myself doing this sometimes. Where
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I've become unafraid of the hordes, but I don't really know, like, what I'm doing. Like, I don't stop to think what my choices are. You know, I'm just like, oh, fuck it, I'll just gun them all down. And then you realize, like, 2 minutes in,
Yeah.
do that.
There we go.
Finally.
How long did that take? Were you timing me?
28 minutes, 16 seconds.
So, yes, I was just kind of running them around just for the fuck of it, just to kind of get everybody in the area gathered up and then pull them to the one good spot in this area, which is the top of this truck. And you can see the pile of death and destruction we have left here. That is why I led them here. So, yeah, I know it looked a little rough for a minute there because I was running around gathering everybody up, but this is where I wanted to end up at. All right.
Say that like that was the plan and not something.
Of course
you
it
just came
was.
up with on the fly.
Of course that was the plan.
Like that time you set yourself on fire. That's totally. I just did it for photo mode.
His feet were cold, ma'am. His feet were cold.
There's a method to your madness.
Of course, there is, in fact, a madness to my method.
lunatic. I'm a sane man fighting for his soul. Anyone knows that movie, or who says that,
What is that from?
you get bonus points. Well, if anyone in the chat knows it. You don't know it, I'm sure.
I
You don't
don't.
like movies.
I don't.
I'm coming for you.
Marlo says, Rex, when are you going to take the Iron Butte Horde to the sawmill?
Nest.
Oh, yeah. Man, I actually tried to do that one time, and they just got all scattered. And I was like, hey, this isn't fun anymore. I've actually seen that video. Was that was you that did that, wasn't it, DeMarlo?
What is this video? I actually don't know this.
He combined both the Iron Butte and Sawmill Horde.
'Cause the Iron Butte will follow you for fucking ever.
Yeah.
I feel like all the other hordes, especially the Sawmill Horde, kind of get bored of you after a while, and like,
Yeah.
once you leave the area, they'll turn around and go back.
Mhm.
But the Iron Butte,
They will follow you, yeah.
Every time I take them on, I end up getting chased all over.
Yeah.
Kat wants me to say the line again. Probably so she can Google it, I'm sure. Everyone's looking this up. I'm no lunatic man, I'm a sane man fighting for his soul. One of my favourite musicians in one of my favourite movies.
Shit.
And one of my favourite decades.
Did you say favorite musician, favorite movie, and favorite?
Decade. I mean, yes it is. Yeah. Everyone, Headhunter says, people are just going to look it up. I mean, yep, Jeremy McGee wins the prize. Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992, said by... Guesses anyone?
I don't remember that line. And that's one of my favorite movies.
Really? You've seen that?
I have. That is actually one of my favorite movies. It's just been a really long time. Now, see, if I were doing this shit right, I would already have these fucking nests marked on here, but somebody doesn't let me do it my way. So, I don't know where the shit's at. Where's the nest at?
You're only limited by your own limitations.
Finally, Jesus.
Yeah.
God damn it, you gotta be around here somewhere. I smell it. It's gotta be getting close.
Fucking boot knife? Why did he pull the boot knife out? See, I clearly had the baseball bat equipped. Why did he pull the boot knife out?
You did it wrong?
I mean, there's only so many ways to pull the right trigger.
Jeremy says, Gary Oldman stole the show. I mean, he plays like so many different versions of the same character.
He
in the
does.
movie. Gary Oldman is a fucking god. He is amazing.
Quite the badass.
Yeah. He should have a part in Days Gone.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's get him in Days Gone, too.
Yeah. God, that'd be so good.
Yeah. I want him to play one of the villains in Days Gone, too.
Older Skizzo. In some alternate reality.
No. Skizzo's dead, and we're glad he is.
Miranda Satin. Better late than never.
Oh, hey, girl,
Hello.
what's going on? What'd you make us for dinner tonight? She's always cooking during the streams.
So just to give the answer to my question earlier, the line I was quoting from Dracula was said by Tom Waits, who plays Renfield, lunatic in the asylum.
Yeah.
Who was Keanu Reeves's predecessor in the job at the law firm. I love that movie. I can't believe you've seen that movie. I thought you don't watch movies.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't watch contemporary movies because they're all garbage. That's not a contemporary movie. That's old school cool.
Interesting fact about that movie, all of like the special effects and everything were all done in camera.
They were done where?
Like CG or in camera. Like there was no sort of CG or anything like that where you see like the eyes superimposed in the sky. Like that's actually like projection and various other trickery done on the set, like
Yeah,
as they're filming
actual
it.
practical effects and stuff like that, rather
Yeah,
than
the practical effects that you would think would be blue screen or something like that, like the shadows where they don't match up to Gary Oldman's movements.
yeah.
It's actually like, yeah, it's like clever on-set trickery, not post-production or anything like that. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, that is cool.
I love movies that do practical effects. The Thing, the 1982 John Carpenter movie,
Oh,
is one of my...
fuck yeah, there's another
It's my
badass
favorite
movie,
sci-fi
yeah.
horror. It's
Right.
awesome. That's all practical effects. Ooh, banh mi burgers tonight from Miranda Satin.
Uh-oh.
Nice. That Vietnamese?
Ooh, is the Horde there? There is a Horde that frequents this location. I don't think so. Nah, it's just a bunch of assholes. Okay.
Miranda's asking if we had technical difficulties.
And we sure did.
Little bit. Little bit. We got started. But kinda late.
Come on, dude.
What are you doing?
Nearly getting stuck.
Close to a nest. Whew, I can smell it.
Marlo says, I feel the same way about music. Contemporary music is garbage.
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately so.
I'll agree
Oh,
with
look,
that.
There's the Horde. Okay. This is going to end badly. Should have topped off my ammo.
Should have put some of those ammo tins.
I guess so.
Ooh, Jeremy asks, vote Gary Oldman as Mark Copeland or O'Brien.
I was
he'd make
thinking as a
better
villain.
Copeland. Yeah, but I think he'd make a better Copeland than O'Brien.
Yeah.
So O'Brien is all like nervous and jumpy, and Gary Oldman is just a fucking badass.
Yeah.
It would make it very intimidating Copeland. He could turn Copeland into a villain.
A more convincing Copeland, yeah, sure.
Kat says Keanu played a real badass baddie in a Shakespeare play once, one of his best performances. Which play was that? Quasi says Gary Oldman for the Colonel. I think we landed on the correct answer.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Fuck yeah. Now, these random hordes here, when you're out exploring at night and you stumble into these random hordes, this is actually a really good example of what makes the Chicago Chopper a fantastic weapon to have as your primary. Because when you run into these large groups of swarmers that are out at night and the actual hordes that you stumble into at night, the chopper, you can just mow them down. It's a very effective primary weapon that you can just kind of have with you all the time. It's less precise than other primary weapons. It's less powerful than the auto shotgun. But it's still a great spray and pray option for taking out hordes. It looks like the horde may have disappeared on us.
D. Marlowe suggests, how about Oldman as Tucker?
I mean... him pop up, man. Is that the horde coming back? Or is that just a bunch of assholes? I think it's just a bunch of assholes. No, sir.
they have a suggestion for Gary Oldman as Sarah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Gary Oldman could just play all of the parts.
I think that is actually the Horde. Yeah, there we go.
You know, Gary Oldman would actually make a good Skizzo, because he played, if anyone's seen True Romance, the Tony Scott movie from 1992-1993, he played a great character called Drexel in that, who is very Skizzo-esque.
That's one of your favorite movies, isn't it?
It is. Vanilla Ice and Skizzo.
I mean, I actually thought that's who it was.
Watching them recently.
Was that not Mark
the,
Wahlberg?
You know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 90s movies, and they had the Vanilla Ice did one of the songs for the movie. I forget if it was Ninja Turtles 1 or 2. If you look it up on YouTube, look up the video. At the end of the video, there's like bonus content. It's like a little interview with Vanilla Ice. It's so cringe. It's hilarious how terrible he is and how cringe he is.
That sounds awesome. Oh look, we're maxed
So
out on ears.
Headhunter brings something up. Hordes are legit sexist in this game. Has anyone noticed there are no female swarmers in a horde? I wonder why that really is. It's funny you mention that. I actually I recorded next week's episode of the podcast is all about the virus, the hooligan virus from the game. And I got into a conversation with my guest about specifically the idea of why there aren't as many female freaks and why there aren't as many female freaks in the hordes, or any, I don't believe. It's really funny that you bring that up, because I wasn't sure if anyone else really cared to talk about that. But yeah, you can listen to my thoughts on that on next week's episode of the podcast. So this time next week, that'll be coming out. Yeah, Jeremy says, "Go ninja, go ninja, go, 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 go." You know the song.
He would.
Ninja, rap. Showed that to my kiddo the other day. I thought he'd find it funny. He was totally not impressed. But now, of course, I've got it in my head. Go ninja, go ninja, go. It's a terrible song. And the little dance as well. I'm just doing it right now, kind of. Can't help it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now where did we put the bike at? All right, so now that we're done running around here, destroying Nest and taking out hordes and shit, here is my
talking about Gary Oldman and
yeah, right. Actually, it's been a good conversation. It's been a very good conversation. Yeah. This is actually my pro tip for this area: park your bike right here.
Why is that?
Because here's how we do this: you go in through the front entrance where you have to go in at. Move the truck.
How the hell am I gonna get in? Through here, yeah, this'll do it. Inside here.
Right. There's a little bit of loot in here. Pick that up while we're moving around. I always end up goofing and having to pass through that little crack there several times. I'll be over here trying to pick up the scrap or something and end up having to go through that multiple times, because he'll just grab that and turn around and go through the fucking crack again over and over.
Kind of like the problem you had a couple weeks ago.
Kind of like when we could
through
not.
The back door
yeah,
entrance.
we could not make him stop taking the back door. Yeah.
Is this Lisa's handwriting? I want to
Okay, so here's the reason I parked the bike out back like that. Once you complete this mission, there will be a bunch of marauders spawn out here. I think there might be a few more freaks spawn, I don't know. But this is actually the rear door of the house. And so you break through this lock. You can hear the marauders coming up now. You can hear their motorcycles coming up. And all you have to do is hop over the back fence, hop on the bike, and get the fuck out of here. You're done.
Yeah, I mean, I usually do it that way. I just don't remember to park the bike there. I just go out the back door and I'm like, where's my bike? And run around, find it.
I think it's this other one over here. There we go.
Needed this. Done.
Let's see, what's the next one? Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
Which one's this?
Now you see it. Now you don't. I love it when they jump out of the way like that.
Deke. What's been keeping you away so long?
Blair, how you doing?
Good one. Okay. Hey, come around more often. We miss you.
Hey, I came by to see how the lazy bastard's doing. How you doing, Booze Man? Are you tired of laying around yet? Boozer. Hey,
You can't be in
come
here,
on,
Deacon.
come on. Hey,
Come
what's
on,
going
Deacon.
on? How's he doing?
He needs his rest.
Don't mess around with me, Addie. I asked you, how is he doing?
I'm good. Not good. Damn, it's cold.
Boozer's like, I'm good.
You're not enough.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You said that
I said that we would try. Look, all we can do.
Jeremy's asking, where is Chrissy tonight? She is actually having a night out with the girls tonight. She messaged me a little while before we started trying to start the stream. And
I know you want to smash
yeah,
something.
she
I
says
see
she's
that
having a
in
night
your
out
eyes,
with the
but you know
girls,
what?
hanging out,
Go
drinking
right
some
ahead, but
wine.
you do it out there. Go. Look.
Which reminds me,
There's nothing
I just
else
put
you
something
can
in my
do.
glass a little while ago and completely fucking forgot.
Please, just go home. Go home, Deacon.
Yeah, go home, Deacon. Well, where is home exactly for Deacon? You know? Addie tells him to go home, but where is home exactly?
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference between go back to your cabin, you know, go back to
And
your
go home.
campsite and go home. It's like, doesn't have one.
Yeah, Skizzo, he'll be fine. He needs a few days.
This motherfucker.
Skizzo, walk with me.
I got shit to do.
I'm sticking my neck out here.
I love how Deacon is always lying about Boozer to everyone. like downplaying like what's Boozer doing, how's he doing,
Yeah.
where their camp is. You know, Copeland's always asking, you know, sort of like kind of hinting of like trying to get Deacon to say where the lookout tower is, like where his base is. And he's always so like cagey and won't reveal anything, which I mean makes total sense, especially around Copeland. But especially around Skizzo, it's like you don't want to reveal any kind of weakness to anyone.
Yeah.
Antibiotics.
Yeah. Shit like that. Just like that.
Where?
That line always bothered me, where even as low an opinion of as low as my opinion of Skizzo is, when they're talking about the antibiotics, he's like, oh, you know, go get those anti-whatever the fucks. I'm like, seriously?
I think
he's
Skizzo
not he's playing it off, playing dumb, yeah, because he's not an unintelligent person, you know. It's like, come on,
he's
man.
a very smart guy, and everyone knows antibiotics. It's not a word you
Yeah, I mean, anti-whatever the fucks, yeah.
Trying to communicate. He thinks Deacon is maybe the sort of person who would kind of not respect someone who's smart. So he's like trying to like, oh, I'm just like, I don't know, anti-whatever. Like it's cooler to sort of not understand.
Yeah, could be
what that word is. Like I don't want to use science talk, antibiotics, like whatever the fuck. I don't fucking care.
And then what also bothers me is that later on, Boozer says the same thing. He calls them anti-whatever the fucks. There's a line later where Boozer says that as well. And it's always kind of bothered me a little bit, like, okay. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why it bothers me, but it does.
I think it bothers you because it's probably a mistake on the part of the writer. Maybe, or the actors.
It
or,
just stood out to me, yeah.
Right about
Here. South of Mount Washington.
That's what he said. It came down intact. A controlled crash or whatever. The guy's got to listen to the pilot bleeding out from a broken pelvis on the ground.
Okay, so you haven't sent anyone to find this?
Nope.
Why not?
Because
I love how he describes the plane crash.
Iron Mike, what's
yeah.
Oh, right. Rippers.
This is one of my favorite
Catch up
Skizzo
quick.
scenes.
Everything west of the Iron Ridge here belongs to Carlos and his merry band of bald-headed freakalikes.
See, this is what he's doing. He's playing dumb so that he can lead Deacon, but without Deacon being suspicious that Skizzo is smart and trying to lead him, trying to downplay his intelligence. So it's like, first of all, I'm not telling you shit. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, and that Deacon's question there, all right, why are you telling me this? You know, yeah. He knows there's a hook in it. You know.
Yeah.
I get it. You're just a regular stand-up guy, right, Skizzo?
Just trying to stay alive, like everybody else. Hey.
Yeah, it's very telling how he switches from being super serious and like, I'm telling you something really fucking important.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do. End of the day, that's all we got.
Yeah.
Keep your radio close.
True story. Gotta do what you gotta do.
And then other times he's just like, whoa, and, you know, making funny noises and being like, I'm a goofball. I don't really know, you know, how to finish a sentence.
I don't know how to say antibiotics.
Whatever the fucks.
Yeah, Skizzo, we can always count on you. Shit, now what? Anything's better than standing around this shithole.
Andrew Lanning says super content and fantastic gameplay. Love the commentary and backstories. Big thanks. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, right on. Thanks a lot. You know, it's actually that really does mean a lot because tonight has been kind of a rough night. We got off to a really bad start. We had technical problems for like an hour and a half. Put us behind schedule for an hour and a half, and I am really tired. I've been up since 04:30 my time. That's when I get up for work. So I worked a 13-hour day. Hopped on here, started playing Days Gone. Hopped on here and had an hour and a half worth of technical issues. And now here I am trying to play, and I'm just fucking exhausted. So really, thanks a lot. That actually means a great deal to me.
Meanwhile, in my week, my kiddo learned how to climb out of his crib. So he is now in a toddler bed. Or rather, he is not in it because he does not
constantly
want to
out of it.
Yes. That is fun. Very fun.
Right. So,
more of these spam bots showing up.
oh, outstanding. So, as much as I hate to, it is midnight my time, and like I said, I have been up since 4:30. Worked a 13-hour day, and then came in and tried to kick this off with technical issues after cooking dinner for me and my kiddo tonight. So, man, I'm fucking tired. It's time to call it a night. It's been an absolute blast hanging out with you folks this evening. Fucking love hanging out playing Days Gone with y'all. Miss Claire, I want to thank you so much for your contributions this evening. I do really appreciate your perspective when you dive into the story for us that way. But yeah, man, I got to shut it down. That's pretty much all I got. Anything you want to throw out there, Miss Claire?
No, just thank you to you for having me on, as always. I loved going through this. I love going through the story and getting to give you a hard time. And thank you to everyone for tuning in and watching.
Yeah. Hey, have you got another episode of your podcast airing soon?
Yes, yeah, I have. The podcast is a little late this week. It's going to drop at some point tomorrow, so probably in about 12 hours or so from now. It's actually a really fun little podcast episode that's stepping back slightly from the things I've been doing recently, where I've been doing a lot of deep dives into characters. This one's actually has a very interesting guest. You might know him, Rex. He talks all about live streaming. His name is SpawnicusRex.
Oh, is it that fucking guy again?
That guy who thinks he knows it all. But yeah, it's just about live streaming and, kind of everything that goes into how to live stream and how to kind of get set up with that and what expectations should be and how it works, which is, I think, a big part of the gaming community and a big part of the Days Gone community. So I was really glad that you came on and talked to me about that.
Yes, ma'am.
Fun little conversation.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we are out of here. Thank you again. Thank you all so much. Love you guys. Good night.
Good night.